We also have last call for 4x800 relay, second call for the high hurdle finals, and first call for the 1600. Once again, last call for 4x800. Next event will be Heat 3 of the 110 hurdles for boys. In Lane 1, Betancourt, South Milwaukee. Lane 2, Ehlert, Burlington. Lane 3, Buckley, Hamilton. Lane 4, Waduli, Menomonee Falls. Lane 5, Schlitt, Germantown. Lane 6, Speeder, Brookfield East. And Lane 7, Kaplanik, Cudahy. We could have people help us get the hurdles off the track. Anybody give us a hand getting the hurdles off the track. Thank you. Thank you, Stuart Van Horn. At this time, we'd like to recognize girls pole vaulters today. From Menomonee Falls, Shiley, Thompson, and Myra. From Cudahy, Garrett and Schleicher. From Port Washington, Kinzer. Graham from Cudahy. Tolley from Burlington. Landergott, Hamilton. Tetsky from Germantown. Conrad, Port Washington. Barbian, Hamilton. Weber and Sema from Burlington, and from Germantown, Smith and Croft. That's your girls pole vaulters for today. And while we're doing pole vault, might as well do the boys. The boys pole vaulters, Eliason, Menomonee Falls, Meyer, Cudahy, Riggs, Burlington, Emberts, Hamilton, Aguirre, Burlington, Unger, McGuanago, Beats, Menomonee Falls, Hesiat, Cudahy, Amish, McGuanago, Sword Out, Port Washington. From Brookfield East, Modern Wanta, Coolingbeck from Germantown, Science from Burlington, Burgo from Cudahy, Quote, Port Washington, Ruta, Hamilton, Warden, Menomonee Falls, Tran, Germantown, Craterton, Brookfield East, Ben, McGuanago, Hoople, Germantown, and Crossan, Sussex, Hamilton. Lane assignments for the girls 4x800. In lane 1 is Germantown. Lane 2, Burlington. Lane 3, Menomonee Falls. Lane 4, Cudahy. Lane 5, Hamilton. Lane 6, Port Washington. And Lane 7, South Milwaukee. That's the girls 4x800 relay.
All right. There's some jerky movement because I had a cord stuck underneath the thing. But okay. Well,
Once again, with the exception of coaches, I'd like to have everyone stay off the football field. If you're not a coach, please stay off the field. It's easier for the timers and for the television. Thank you. Thanks, guys. The qualifiers for the boys 110-meter hurdles: Kotsanis, Brookfield East; Boone, Brookfield East; Schleiss, Germantown; Wood-Dooley, Menomonee Falls; Clinton Earl, Hamilton; Brunette, Grafton; Holcomb, Germantown; and Buckley, Hamilton. Once again, the qualifiers for the boys 110-meter hurdles: Kotsanis, Brookfield East; Boone, Brookfield East; Schleiss, Germantown; Wood-Dooley, Menomonee Falls; Clinton Earl, Sussex, Hamilton; Brunette, Grafton; Holcomb, Germantown; and Buckley, Hamilton.
Yeah, we're taping now, Jerry. Should he start announcing? Sure, anytime you want, Jerry.
I'd like to welcome everyone to Falls Cable Access Channel 14. Today is the Menomonee Falls Co-Ed Track Meet right here in the Falls. I want to thank the crew of Harry Stetzel, Gordon Kirchhoff, and James Davies for setting this up. We're actually, we scripted preliminaries, and right now in the girls 4x800. We'll be having some finals events coming up. Menomonee Falls, I believe, is currently in second place. The next event coming up will be the boys 4x800. Menomonee Falls is one of the top teams in state. We'll get you caught up. We're going to be doing double duty here today, announcing the meet for the fans and then filling you in gaps here throughout the day, trying to give you a different event perspective. Menomonee Falls does have one of the top boys teams in the area. They're currently ranked 6th. And the girls, while they're not ranked, has a lot of depth and do have some outstanding individuals, which we'll try to cover throughout the day. So once again, thank you everyone for tuning in here on Channel 14, and the first televised track meet with announcing the Menomonee Falls Co-Ed Invitational for varsity. We do have some qualifiers for finals in the girls 100-meter dash from Menomonee Falls. We have Kayla Edwards qualified second fastest with a time of 13:09. Menomonee Falls boys, 2 boys qualified for the 100. And we'll have Washington Farrington, who's a senior, and Brian Aldridge, a junior. Washington's time was a little slow, but he is, I think, ranked 2nd or 3rd in state currently. And the same thing with the boys 110-meter hurdles. We have 1 qualified. That's Matt Wood-Dooley. At what point Matt was ranked 1st in state. So it'll be interesting to see when we run the finals how Matt fares. Those events will be coming up shortly. I'll make sure we get you in tune with those.
Jerry, can you see the monitor?
No, it's just all wavy lines.
Wavy lines. I don't know, I can't. Are you on your camera now? Okay.
Contrast, it looks like a good contrast.
Can you fix that? I don't know. There's a V-hole right there. Okay, we got it.
Got a beautiful day here in Menomonee Falls.
Got a beautiful day here in Menomonee Falls. We're coming up, I believe this is the gun lap. Unfortunately, we won't be able to give you the runners there we're just supplied the lane assignments for this event. But as we get in the other events, we'll be able to keep you right in tune with actually all the kids if you catch it through the announcing. But we'll make sure we have all the Menomonee Falls runners and your lane assignments so you can keep track of the kids here today. We're coming up in the finals here of the girls 4x800. Looks like Menomonee Falls is going to take, I believe, 5th place in this.
Who's gonna win this race? Wow. But should I ask him? Jerry, who's gonna win this race?
It's over. Somebody already won it. Oh, no, they did. I'm sorry.
He's in the other room.
It looks like Cuddy. Is this Cuddy? Oh, this is the anchor runner for Cuddy. I don't know who won this one. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. At this time, we can get help with the high hurdles. Get our high hurdles set up. And we're going to postpone that temporarily and run the 4x800. Tom Shannon gave us some bad information.
Way to place the blame.
No, it wasn't. It was somebody over there. Is that Shannon there? Oh, what are you doing? Okay, next event will be the boys 4x800. And lane 1 is Germantown. Lane 2 is Cudahy. Lane 3, Menomonee Falls. Lane 4, Port Washington. Lane 5, Burlington. And lane 6, McGuanago.
Nowhere yet.
Also at this time, I'd like to announce the last call for the 110 high hurdles for boys and 100 for girls. That's the finals for both events. That's the last call. Second call for boys 100 finals. That's boys and girls 100 finals. And first call for the 1600. We'll go through that again because a little change on the sheet. It's last call for the high hurdle finals, second call for the 100-meter finals, and first call for the 1600.
Next event here, you're getting lined up, is the boys 4x800. Menomonee Falls is lane 3. Just to give you a little rundown here, we've got the seed times. Germantown has the fastest seed time of 8:25. Menomonee Falls is seeded 3rd. Evidently their best time is 8:32. So keep an eye on the falls. They said once again they're in lane 3, the burgundy jerseys. If we can identify the runners as they come past, we'll make sure we do that for you. While we have a break here, also I want to check out Falls Cable Access, the menu on fallscableaccess.com. Last night, the crew was out at the Menomonee Falls Sussex Hammond softball game, and it turned out to be an exciting game. Falls went up, Sussex Hamilton came back, and Menomonee Falls, I believe, scored 4 runs in the last inning, led by a 2-out, 2-strike double by Haley Moorfield to drive in the tying and winning runs. All right, here we go. Menomonee Falls is once again in lane 3. And actually it's PJ Wire. PJ Wire in the Falls, he's got his black and white on today, currently running in 4th place. PJ is a cross-country runner. I do have results from last weekend's meet here, and I know PJ, I believe, took second place in one of the events. Let me see what I can find here, going through our log. Yeah, PJ Wire in the 1600 at the Demon Invitational, which Menomonee Falls took first place last week. Knocked off a tough Janesville and Beloit Memorial team, but he took second place in the 1600. So that's our leadoff runner for today, PJ Wire. Coming down in front of the stands here, we got a good shot of PJ Wire. We're checking on a high jump kid right now. I'm unsure who that is. I think it was a Falls jumper. That was Cole Myra. There was a shot of Cole Myra. They're walking back from the pits. One of Menomonee Falls high jumpers for today. Cole's also running back on the football team and a darn good one. When Cole Myra carries the ball, we never lose any yardage. Between his offensive line and the way he runs, it's always positive yardage. So Cole's getting lined up for another attempt. We can talk during this because he can't hear us. And Cole Myra cleared whatever height that was. The bar wiggled, but it didn't come down. All right, we're on the second runners of the 4x800. Menomonee Falls has the white and black on today, currently in third place. Port Washington's a very strong cross-country team. And it carries right over the track. Looks like we got Ryan Burschbach running from Menomonee Falls. Ryan's also on the cross-country team. One of the excellent runners. Ryan is prepped over at St. Mary's. And he's currently, I believe, in third place right now, right on the heels of the guy in front of him. Once again, we had a shot of Cole Myra earlier in the high jump, and now we've got Ryan Burschbach. Ryan Burschbach is currently in fourth place. Once again, we had a shot earlier, Cole Myra. I didn't have the microphone in the correct position. I apologize for that. But right now we have, in second place, we got Ryan Burschbach. In case you didn't catch it earlier, Ryan went to St. Mary's. He's a cross-country runner. We have a very successful cross-country team, and it carries right over into track. So once again, we got a beautiful day here. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, okay.
Hello. We're winners.
Okay.
The finals for the girls 4x800 relay. In sixth place, Cudahy. Fifth place, Hamilton. In fourth place, Port Washington. In third place, Menomonee Falls. In second place, Burlington. And today's winners of the 4x800 with a time of 9:56 and 8/10 seconds, Germantown. Congratulations to the girls 4x800 meter relay team.
Now, do you need this back?
Yeah, we'll take it, because we're gonna keep track of what we're done
You
with.
gotta
and
give,
what's been stopped
right,
and-
then you gotta do the, maintenance.
Do you have an extra program? I'm just kinda like, you're doing a really good job.
Well, no, I just because I'm on the wrong microphone.
You were?
Yeah, well, we're straightened out. I'm sure they can hear it now, but that's okay. We're doing the best we can. We have no. Here. Who's our runner? We just had a shot of Nate Paulson going by here. Nate Paulson is running third from Menomonee Falls. Got the third leg, currently in third place. Yeah, there he is. Check that, he's a little bit behind her. We'll be catching up to him shortly. Menomonee Falls, when they wear their black and white jerseys, some kind can throw us for a little loop here. So, but they're on the, I believe, we're getting ready for the last lap here. This is the last lap, and we'll see who's running from Menomonee Falls when he comes into view here. He just passed the high jump pits. He'll be heading down the stretch here shortly. Here's a great shot of him coming down the stretch. Good camera angle. I believe that's Connor Rafferty. Thanks to Shelly Hare. She's helping us out here a little bit. But it's Connor Rafferty, another one of our cross-country runners, following up here from Menomonee Falls. Got a good shot of the high jump pit there, and also we'll have, I believe we're going to have a shot here pretty soon of Connor Rafferty. He'll be coming down in front of our stands here. He's just passing in front of the, press box. Got a beautiful day here. Wind is kind of strong. Might roll some times down. I know the times are a little bit slower in the 100 and the 110 hurdles. I believe that's because it's going into the wind. Anyway, it looks like this event's going to be won by Port Washington. Menomonee Falls is running a strong third. We got a shot there of Connor Rafferty. Real good. They're zooming in on him. Good form following through. This is about the middle of the season. We've run the conference relays already and done real well. And I said, this is hosting the co-ed invite is a thrill for the Falls here. I know we've got Bill Hintz up here in the booth. If he wants to say anything, I'll be glad to turn the mic over to him for a few minutes. Bill, you want to give us just a word here, too, about the beautiful day on the track?
It's a great day for track, and we're just very, very pleased that our track facility now, which is, I think, one of the best in southeastern Wisconsin, is being used. Really love to see our kids out here competing and see 18 teams from all over enjoying this. We're hoping, of course, someday that this facility will be looked at very closely for regionals and sectionals. We think it's just an outstanding facility, and the people that are running things have done a great job of promoting it, and we're just very, very proud of this new facility.
Thanks to that, Bill. Now we're going to move right on to the 110-meter hurdles. We'll be right back with you folks.
Whatever help we can get with the hurdles, we'd appreciate it. Looks like they're almost done. This will be the finals for the boys' 110-meter hurdles. In lane 1, Katsanis, Brookfield East. Lane 2, Boone, Brookfield East. Lane 3, Schleiss, Germantown. Lane 4, Waduli, Menomonee Falls. Lane 5, Clinton Earl, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 6, Burnett Grafton. Lane 7, Holcomb Germantown. And Lane 8, Buckley, Sussex Hamilton.
Okay, we're panning over to the start-finish line. Actually, we're going back to the high jump pit. But I'm sure we're going to have the 110 boys high hurdles on here. If you get a chance, we got Matt Wooduley in lane 4. Matt Wooduley qualified with a time of 15:85. I believe, and Bill can confirm this, he's either first, second, or third in state in 110. At one point, he was first, and at different tracks and different weather conditions with the wind. But he's ranked way up there right now, isn't he, Bill?
Last honor roll that I saw, he was actually still number 1. So he's definitely up there. He's very, very competitive in that.
And that's an unbiased opinion from the high school principal. Oh, sure. We can delay those. That's not a problem. They never announced the winners up there. They bring them over, they run them, and then how is that going to do? Once again, we're getting set here for the start of the boys' 110-meter hurdles. Matt Wooduley, once again, is in lane 4, one of the top times in the state, if not the top time in the state. All right, there's the start. Once again, Matt Wooduley is out in first place. I got a guy right on his heels, though. Matt's slowly pulling away. He's got about a half-step lead on the guy. Boy, it's going to be close. And I think we might have an upset here. We'll find out. We'll get the official times to you later on. Because you never know. We kind of blocked here at the finish line. But excellent race.
We have last call for the 100-meter finals, last call for the 100 meters, second call for the 1600, second call 1600, and first call for the 4x200 relay. First call 4x200. We have the lane assignments for the girls 100. Check that. All right, here we go. The lane assignments for the girls 100-meter hurdles. In lane 1, Grossman, Germantown. Lane 2, Samosky, South Milwaukee. Lane 3, Coyer, Menomonee Falls. Lane 4, Myers, South Milwaukee. Lane 5, Langergott, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 6, Spankowski, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 7, Gura, Sussex Hamilton. And Lane 8, Saunders, Menomonee Falls.
What we got a shot of now, in case you're not familiar with them, is they have to lower their hurdles. I believe the boys' hurdles for the 100, 110 are 6 inches higher than they are for the girls, and the girls run 100 meters. So that's what we got a shot of before. Also, we're getting shots of the pole vault pit. A lot of activity here. There's hundreds of athletes here, and it's just a beautiful day. So. Actually, they're picking up some hurdles and taking them on the other end. Anyway, there's a shot of our hurdlers, the girls 100-meter hurdlers today. Menomonee Falls has 2. Kelly Coyer, Jr., got an excellent time of 18 flat. And then in lane 8, we have Bryn Saunders from Menomonee Falls. Bryn is also a junior, and she's 19 flat. The group here is within a second of each other. This could be a very close race. So once again, when I get the hurdles all set up, we'll be ready to go. And when Bill Hintz was just up here, he just remarked to me, "Well, this is much harder than a basketball game is. It's very difficult. You won't see too many track meets televised on any access TV. It's difficult. Get the angles and all the action. So they're doing the best job they can, which should be on fall streaming access. But we got to give A+ for effort, and the kids should be happy that they're on here. Like I said, something opportunity like this doesn't come along very often. So, once again, a lot of volunteers, not only on the track but up here in the stands. And we want to thank our cable access crew once again for coming out today. Anyway, we're getting ready for the start. People are getting loose in there. You want to keep an eye on Coyer from Menomonee Falls. She's got burgundy on today, I believe. And then in lane 8, Bryn Saunders from Menomonee Falls, both juniors. Both be back next year. Let's have a real strong event here and move forward. The best time in this event, though, is Carissa Myers from South Milwaukee. She's in lane 4. It's always a little nervous time here before we got a lot of guys warming up. Got our timers down there as a group. Like I said, they're running into the wind today, into the wind with a little crosswind, which is going to hold the times down a little bit. So it's not so much PRs today or personal records. It's more about how you place today. Like I said, everybody's kind of loose, though. We don't have one of these nasty days like we have here in Wisconsin this time of year. In fact, if we're having this meet tomorrow, we'd be in big trouble. So, once again, get ready for the start. At this point, Kelly Coyer from Menomonee Falls is leading, and Bryn Saunders is way up there also. We don't want to, we don't want to give anybody first, second, or third. We're going to go at Kelly Coyer this time, but once again, she could be disqualified. You never know, so that's unofficial. When we get the results, we'll run them down to the truck and flash them on the screen for you when we do the finals. But we got our unofficial results at this time. The cable access crew will give you the finals.
Any help we can get removing the hurdles from the track would be greatly appreciated. Any help we can get taking hurdles off the track, we'd really appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Schramka. And thank you, Mr. Teets, for helping out there. At this time, we're getting ready for the girls' 100-meter finals. In lane 1, Kozlowski, South Milwaukee. Lane 2, Wellnitz, Grafton. Lane 3, Storm, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 4, Barban, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 5, Edwards, Menomonee Falls. Lane 6, Warden, Germantown. Lane 7, Humiston, Germantown. And lane 8, Sims, South Milwaukee.
Okay, we got a shot of the starting line for the 100-meter dash. This is the girls. Kayla Edwards, Menomonee Falls, qualified second with a 13 and 900 seconds. She's 100th behind the first qualifier. Kayla Edwards will be in lane 5 for Menomonee Falls. She's setting up in the blocks right now. So here we go, getting ready for the girls 100 meters. We're going to find out who the fastest girl in the stadium is today. And there's a start. Looks like a clean start. Girl from the Falls and a girl from Sussex Hamilton are neck and neck. We're not going to pick a winner in this one. We have to wait for the official results. It looks like it's going to be won by a lean. So once again, we'll get those results here shortly.
He said it's better if you announce it and I'll wait for the back because he doesn't know when it's going to
Let me just do these guys in this event. And then I'll do that. This one done. I only have too many sheets here. I have too many already.
We have the lane assignments for the boys 100-meter dash. In lane 1, Tillender, McGuanago. Lane 2, Mendez, Germantown. Lane 3, Moeller, Port Washington. Lane 4, Wood, Port Washington. Lane 5, Harrell, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 5, Farrington, Menomonee Falls. Check that, lane 6, Farrington, Menomonee Falls. Lane 7, Aldridge, Menomonee Falls. And lane 8, Lewis, Sussex Hamilton.
This is the line we use when you announce the winner, if you have a team that's sitting in the event.
We have the results of the boys 110-meter hurdles. In 8th place, Castanas, Brookfield East. In 7th place, Holcomb, Germantown. 6th place, Buckley, Sussex Hamilton. In 5th place, Boone, Brookfield East. In 4th place, Burnett, Grafton. In 3rd place, Clinton Earl, Sussex Hamilton. In 2nd place, Waduli, Menomonee Falls. And in 1st place with a time of 15 and 4900 seconds, Dexter Schleiss of Germantown.
He could have been. Okay, this is done. All right, this will be easier now once we get these preliminaries done with. Once again, this is the boys' 100-meter dash. We slipped up there a little bit. Washington Farrington and Brian Aldrin from Menomonee Falls. Unofficially look like Washington Farrington. But we do have some other results. We do have the results of the boys 4x800. Menomonee Falls took 3rd place with a time of 8 minutes and 43 seconds. First place went to Port Washington with a time of 8:25.
Results of the boys 4x800. In 6th place, McGuanago. 5th place, Cudahy. 4th place is Burlington. 3rd place, Menomonee Falls. 2nd place is Germantown. And taking first today with a time of 8 minutes, 25 and 8900 seconds, Port Washington. Congratulations to the boys 4x800 relay team from Port Washington.
They want to read me to read all the times of all the place winners.
The first, only first, second, third.
Oh, they want them all. That's what he said.
Yeah, but only the place
Oh,
winners.
the place.
Oh, for the ones that get awards are only, well, I would think.
I'll get to this. Jeff, you mean first, second, and third, or all 8? All right.
This is the girls' 1600-meter run. Running today is Dillon from Germantown, Hilton, Port Washington, Katcha, Burlington, Shaw, Burlington, Wood, South Milwaukee, Downs, Hamilton, Sear, Port Washington, Beaumont from South Milwaukee, Haynes from Germantown, Verley of Menomonee Falls, Brooks from Grafton, Babcock from Port Washington, Salas from Hamilton, Yeager from Menomonee Falls, Moser of Menomonee Falls, Bigger from Cudahy, Campbell from Cudahy, and Robinson from Cudahy. We have the results of the girls' 100 meters hurdles. In 7th place, Spankowski with a time of 19 and 8600 seconds from Sussex Hamilton. In 6th place, Grossman from Germantown with a time of 19 and 6/10 seconds. In 5th place, Gira from Sussex Hamilton with a time of 19 and 4500 seconds. In 4th place, Samaski, Sussex Hamilton, time of 18 and 8800 seconds. In 3rd place, Myers, South Milwaukee with a time of 18 and 6100 seconds. In 2nd place, Saunders, Menomonee Falls at a time of 18 and 54 hundredths. And taking 1st place at a time of 18 and 2300 seconds, Kelly Coyer of Menomonee Falls. I'd like to recognize all the boys high jumpers today. Gores from McGuanago, Kleinschmidt McGuanago, Falkowski Cudahy, Vogt Burlington, Hanley Grafton, Sheelander Port Washington, Myra Menomonee Falls, Shy South Milwaukee, Daly from Cudahy, Collins Germantown, Aldridge Menomonee Falls, LaFour of Cudahy, Schultz McGuanago, Keith from Germantown, Bratz from Menomonee Falls, Grange Grafton, Shanefeldt from Port Washington, Thomasack Grafton, Kindler Germantown, Boone Brookfield East, Lewis South Milwaukee, Dillon Brookfield East, and Taylor from Brookfield East. We have the results of the boys' 100-meter dash. In 8th place, Lewis from South Milwaukee with a time of 11 and 9700 seconds. In 7th place, Mendez, Germantown with a time of 11 and 96 hundredths. In 6th place, Tillander from McGuanago with a time of 11 and 85 hundredths. In 5th place, Aldridge of Menomonee Falls with a time of 11 and 77 hundredths. In 4th place, Harrell from Sussex Hamilton with a time of 11 and 65 hundredths. In 3rd place, Moeller from Port Washington, time of 11, 58 hundredths. In 2nd place, Wood from Port Washington, time of 11 and 4/10 seconds. And the fastest man in the stadium today with a time of 11 and 2900 seconds, Washington Farrington of Menomonee Falls. That's today's 100-meter champion, Washington Farrington.
Okay, getting back to the 1600, Alex Verley is running from Menomonee Falls. We actually have several girls in for the Falls. Danielle Yeager and Samantha Moser. Danielle Yeager is just a freshman. Sam Moser is a senior. And then Alex Verley, I believe, is a sophomore. And that's correct. Alex Verley is a sophomore. We're getting shots of him coming around the track. Once again, it's a beautiful day here. 1,600 meters. It's the old mile run. And I said the times as we're appearing, as we're giving the finals, appear to be a little slow, but everybody's running into that headwind today, and it looks to be moving at a pretty good clip. I'm sure after a while our camera crew will get a shot of the flag, and you get an idea. But the wind is actually blowing from your left to your right as you look at it on your monitor, on your screen, and it's going to hold the times down a little bit. Here's our top 3 runners coming in front of us, tightly bunched. I believe the top 3 runners get medals, so there's a little extra incentive to finish in the top 3. And heading around the far turn. Our next event will be the boys 1600. Menomonee Falls is pretty tough in that event. As I checked the times, where you have 2 of the top 3 seeds in there, and So we're looking for that next event here. Oh, there's a shot of the flag. Excellent. This crew is good. You can see it's a pretty stiff wind. It's coming from left to right. It's actually coming out of the southeast. We're lucky it's not a cool wind. Alex really from Menomonee Falls has really gained some ground here. She's coming down the home stretch. Looking very strong. There's a shot, Alex, on the left-hand side of your monitor. And that's Menomonee Falls' final runner.
Once again, we want to remind everyone in the stadium today, this is being televised, recorded actually by Falls Cable Access Channel 14 here in Menomonee Falls. You can see it locally on Channel 14, probably be on tonight. But for everyone else that doesn't have access, you can get it on the fallscableaccess.com. It's streaming. So once again, you get a chance. You can watch everyone run today. fallscableaccess.com is the website, and it'll be streaming later in the week. Thank you.
We're done.
Right now it's probably at least I'll wait.
They're probably like, that's great. We're going to see we probably did less.
It might actually take their mind off it a little bit.
Yeah.
You never know. Okay, when they're done, I just want to do last falls.
But that's going to be on
As soon as they finish, this is entertaining if nothing else. You know, that's what television is for, entertainment.
From Germantown, Scuduto from Germantown, Fallon from Burlington, Burris, Port Washington, Linebach, Sussex Hamilton, Carpin, Port Washington, Campbell, South Milwaukee, Van Cleve, Brookfield East, Wallen, Sussex Hamilton, Ergens, Brookfield East, Snell, Sussex Hamilton, Paczynski, Cudahy, Brenner, McGuanago, Cashian, Brookfield East, Whitman, Menomonee Falls, Bacchus, South Milwaukee, Ashenbrenner, McGuanago, Warva, McGuanago, and Loam, McGuanago.
Okay, get you up to date here on the Boys 1600. Menomonee Falls is seated second and third in this event. We've got Isaac Newman and Tyler Mandry. They come in with a time, their best times of a 4:35 and 4:37. Mark Allen of Port Washington. Port Washington's very strong in the distance events, winning the state cross-country title last year. We got Mark Allen with a time of 4:30, actually five seconds faster. So it's going to be a good meet here. And Kyle Ditloff is right behind them from Germantown. So as they come down here, I think it's their second lap. It looks we've got Mandry on the inside and Isaac Newman on the outside. Isaac Newman just moved ahead. Got a shot of the Port Washington runner, and there's Menomonee Falls runners coming into view. Coming down that far turn. Now in this direction they're running with the wind. Now they make that turn down there, and they'll be coming back into the wind. Although I don't know if the stands block it off at all, but it's a possibility.
Just a reminder, the T-shirts are good-looking T-shirts. We want to make sure everybody leaves with one. They're going to mark them down to $8 for your T-shirts. It's down by the concession stand on the southeast corner where you get your food and beverages. But get a T-shirt. It's great for remembrance of today, especially you champions. Anybody else who places, anyone here, parents, whatever, get yourself a T-shirt. We got plenty left. They're down by the concession stand, $8 a piece.
Okay.
It's fun. Okay, we got a shot there. Looks like we've got Mandry and Isaac Newman are currently fourth and fifth. What was that? Oh, thank you, Sandy Swanson.
Oh, Jerry.
Oh, Burling says I'm in trouble now.
Just so you know, I had nothing to do with that comment.
We just got a thank you here from Jeff Wagner for the job we're doing up here. And I said, Sandy Swanson always gives me thanks. Sandy runs a lot of our basketball games and football games and does a heck of a job. So even when she's not here, we're thinking of her. So once again, we're coming down. I think we're on the home stretch here. We've got some celebrities that are stopping in, but we're not going to interview them today. All right. Here we go.
Come on now, go get it.
Falls is currently 4th and 5th. We hope they catch him down in the backstretch. All right, camera pan out. They're coming down now. We're trying to catch all the runners here, not just the Falls kids. Isaac Newman is currently in 2nd place, but he's making a strong run. 3rd place. Oh, he's going to get 2nd. Now he's in 2nd place. Looks like Menomonee Falls unofficially takes 2nd and 4th.
Come on, Casey, let's go. Kick it. Get one more. Come on, Casey.
Nothing's coming.
We have the results of the girls 1600. In 8th place, Downs from Sussex Hamilton with a time of 5:51. In 7th place, Haynes from Germantown with a time of 5:48 and 25 hundredths. In 6th place, Shaw from Burlington with a time of 5 minutes, 47 and 5/10 seconds. In 5th place, Wood from South Milwaukee with a time of 5 minutes, 47 and 38 hundredths seconds. In 4th place, Verley from Menomonee Falls with a time of 5:45 and 9/10 seconds. In 3rd place, Kaka from Burlington with a time of 5:35 and 53 hundredths. In 2nd place, Hilton from Port Washington with a time of 5:34 and 16 hundredths. And this year's 1600 meter champion, freshman Caitlin Dillon of Germantown with a time of 5:29 and 39 hundredths. Congratulations to Caitlin Dillon. We have lane assignments for the girls 4x200. In lane 1 is Cudahy. Lane 2 is Germantown. Lane 3, South Milwaukee. Lane 4, Menomonee Falls. Lane 5, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 6 is Grafton. Lane 7 is Burlington. Can we get Becca Fuchs and London Williams to the triple jump? Becca Fuchs and London Williams, hop, skip, and jump over to the triple jump.
All right, we're going to have the girls 4x200 relay. Menomonee Falls has the top seed in this event with a time of 1 minute and 47 seconds. However, Sussex Hamilton is right behind them in lane 5 with a time of 1:48. What's kind of interesting is Sussex Hamilton also gets Falls cable access. I always I've coached some kids from Sussex and know a lot of parents there, and I said if the Falls kids can't take first, we want the Sussex kids right in there. But today it's their 1 and 2 seeded times, and really nobody else is close in this event. So barring a missed baton pass or somebody falling, heaven forbid, should be the Falls and Sussex Hamilton 1-2 in this event. We're getting shots. For those of you uninitiated to this, they'll stay in their lanes the whole way. And it's a tough event to film, but I'm sure our crew's going to do the best job they can. They've been trying to show you both the starts and the first handoffs. So we'll get all set here. And I think the flag is up. I don't think it is now. I see him kind of wandering around. Once again, Falls is in lane 4, and Sussex Hamilton is in lane 5. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, they're spread around. I see the girls are starting to take off their sweatpants, so they're getting ready here. It's a very exciting event. Menomonee Falls is, I think, one of the top teams in the state in this event. Every meet there, they really sprint is strong. So we got some nice sprinters here in town. I think Alex Poole, I see, is going to run one of Alex is a freshman. And I'm sure we're going to have Lauren Davis as one of our runners. We're going to do the best job we can giving you all the kids' names and kind of go from there. You have Kevin Kerwin up here providing a little color analysis, and he believes they broke a school record last week. He doesn't want to go on TV saying that, but he'll put me on the spot here. But even if they didn't, they got a very strong team, and as it gets warmer and they work more, their time should go down a little bit. So. Also, I want to thank Lisa Kiefer. She's been running your results up here for everyone and keeping us. It's and you're volunteering, I'm sure, Lisa. And between the timers and they're getting minimum wage, believe me. But you got your timers and your meet officials and runners and people moving stuff off the track, and Kevin Kerwin providing color commentary. We do have a lot of people involved, and and then once again with our cable access crew, they're just doing a terrific job. So I hope everyone's enjoying this broadcast, and we're about halfway through today's meet. Let's get ready for the start of the 4x200, and there it goes. I believe we're going to have Carrie Bratz here from Menomonee Falls in lane 4. We got the big ponytail. Yep, that's Carrie Bratz. We have a shot of her. Here she comes. She just ran past your picture. Carrie, now they're going to stay in your lane the whole way, so you really won't know who's leading till you go down that back stretch. Although, if you watch the handoffs, you can tell who's ahead and who's not. I don't know, Kevin, you can see who's might have a bad handoff, huh? It's hard to see her behind the stands. I believe is that Lauren Davis from Menomonee Falls? I believe that's Davis from Menomonee Falls. She's gaining a lot of ground. We hoped there wasn't a problem with the handoff. Now, I believe we're going to have freshman Alex Poole in the next one. That's a good handoff there. Did you see flags go up at all down in the corner? Okay. Alex Poole looks like she's got a heck of a lead. But Sussex Hamilton are no slouches. They're currently in second place. As we come down the stretcher, this is freshman Alex Poole. Very good basketball player. Although the girl from Sussex is gaining on her. This isn't a done deal. Alex is getting ready to hand off to our anchor. Oh, and Alex, stay catching our feet. Okay, it's 1-2 Menomonee Falls to Sussex Hamilton. I believe that's Kayla Edwards from Menomonee Falls. Anchor. It's going to go down to the wire here. The Sussex Hamilton girl appears to be closing the gap a little bit. Great photography into the sunset there, though. They got about 40 meters to go. And once again, we won't predict a winner here because of handoffs. You never know if there's been a foul or not. So that was the finals of the girls 4x200.
Final results of the boys 1,600 meters. In 8th place, Fallon from Burlington with a time of 4 minutes 53 and 8,500 seconds. In 7th place, Lindquist from Brookfield East, a time of 4:50 and 8 hundredths. 6th place, Carpent, Port Washington, a time of 4:49 and 97 hundredths. In 5th place, Burris from Port Washington, with a time of 4:49 and 3 hundredths. In 4th place, Tyler Mandry from Menomonee Falls, a time of 4:40 and 6,500 seconds. In 3rd place, Ditloff from Germantown, with a time of 4:35.63. In 2nd place, Newman, Menomonee Falls, at a time of 4:34 and 8/10 seconds. And today's 1,600 meter champion, Mark Allen from Port Washington with a time of 4:26 and 200ths. Once again, congratulations to Mark Allen of Port Washington. Yeah. Well, I know, but they wanted it that loud, so okay, well, I can do it either way. I know, Dave, but otherwise they said they can't hear it over there, so it's 6-1. No, I just turned it down. You know, and when you say jump, it's all anyway.
No.
All right, we have the boys. We're actually going to have two heats, I believe, of the 4x200. In heat 1, lane 3 is Cudahy, lane 4 is Port Washington, and lane 5 is Burlington. That's the boys 4x200. We'll be having two heats. At this time, we have last call for the 400 meters, last call 400 meter dash, second call 4x100. Second call, 4x100. And first call, 300 meter hurdles. That's first call, 300 meter hurdles.
Okay, this next event we're going to have is the 4x200 for boys. And Menomonee Falls is not in this heat. And usually they're seeded by heat times. And taking a look ahead to the falls, it's going to be an excellent finals. I take that heat. Sussex Hamilton comes in a time of 1:33 flat. Falls comes in a time of 1:33.3. And Germantown right next door at 1:33.8. So I guess you'd have to say in this this corner of the universe, we've got some top 4x200 boys teams. But this first event will be Cudahy, Port Washington, and Burlington.
Finals of the girls' high long jump. Remember the results. Yeah. Just got down there and just sprinted.
He's multitasking.
Why are they doing it? Are they running? Oh, we didn't see him.
I'm talking. Why am I looking confused? Boys and girls, you have to wait for guys to come back from their one. Football players will actually finish up. This is the 4x200 seats. All set. All set. While we're running this event, we thought you'd give you some results of the this weekend. The boys took first place in the Demon Invitational, beat Janesville Craig by almost 30 points. And top individuals at the meet were Washington Farrington took first place in the 100. In the 200, Brian Aldrich took second place. In the 800, Stuart Van Horn of Menomonee Falls at a time of 2 minutes, 1 and 49 seconds. That's Stuart Van Horn took a first place in the 800. In the 1600, P.J. Wires took a second place. And 110 meter hurdles, Matt Waduli, one of the top runners in state, had a time of 14 and 72 and took second place in 110 hurdles. They had, I guess, a relay for the throwers at Menomonee Falls. Big guys took second place, finished right behind Franklin. In the 400 meter relay, the boys took second place, as they also did in the 800 meter relay, and lost both times of Beloit Memorial, which must have a pretty strong team. They took first place in the 1600 meter relay, and in the 3200 meter relay, they took second place. When it comes down to pole vault, Andrew Ward from Menomonee Falls with a jump of 12 feet took first place in the pole vault. Taking third place in a long jump was Derek Schmidt with a jump of 19 feet and 10 inches. And in a discus, wrapping things up scoring-wise, was Tony Nellison of Menomonee Falls. He got a throw of 123 feet 9 inches. So once again, congratulations to the boys track team for taking first place last weekend in the Demon Invitational. we have the results of the girls' long jump. In 8th place, Griffin from South Milwaukee with a jump of 14 feet, 11 and a half inches. In 7th place, Rheinfleisch from Hamilton with a jump of 15 feet, 1 and a half inches. In 6th place is Warden from Germantown. She jumped 15.5 and a quarter inches. In 5th place, Sevilla from South Milwaukee, a jump of 15 feet, 6 inches. In 4th place, Weber from Burlington with a jump of 15 feet, 10 and a half inches. Taking 3rd place, Kayla Edwards from Menomonee Falls with a jump of 16 feet flat. I checked those, probably meters. With a jump of 16 feet, 4 1/4 inches. Taking 2nd place was Poole from Menomonee Falls. And with a jump of 16 feet, 7 and a half, is Carissa Myers from South Milwaukee. This year's long jump champion for the girls, Carissa Myers. Congratulations. In Heat 2 of the 4x200, Lane 1 is Grafton, Lane 2 McGuanago, Lane 3 Germantown, Lane 4 Hamilton, Lane 5 Menomonee Falls, Lane 6 South Milwaukee, and Lane 7 Brookfield East.
More results? Did you know this one?
Okay, Menomonee Falls is in the 4x200. Just want to set the stage here. We have Germantown in lane 3, Sussex Hamilton in lane 4, and Menomonee Falls in lane 5.
Boys long jump and girls triple jump are now open for run-throughs. That's boys long jump and girls triple jump are ready for run-throughs. I believe the competition is going to start right around 6 o'clock.
Once again, to set those times, Menomonee Falls and Sussex Hamilton are 0.3 of a second apart. They're in lanes 4 and 5. And we got Germantown in lane 3. And once again, they'll run in their lanes the whole way. So if you watch the handoffs, you can see who's ahead. We got our spotter up here. Dave Petra is going to help us out. And especially one of the problems you can have is handoff violations. If a flag goes up, I'm sure Dave's going to let us know. And we'll know somebody's been disqualified. Okay, we're getting ready for the start. They're in their blocks. Camera's set. There's the whistle. And we're off. Boys, 4x200 meter relay. Menomonee Falls is wearing their burgundies in this event. First runner, I'm not sure who that is. He went by so fast I couldn't identify him. Handoff-wise, it appears we're a little behind, but a long way to go. Menomonee Falls in first place. It might be Matt Waduli. I'm not sure. It's Matt Waduli, according to our spotter. And like I said, they're in their lane, so it's hard to tell right now. Menomonee Falls looks like they're in the lead. I believe this is, not sure who this is. I thought it was Cole Myra, but it's not. Falls, looks a very comfortable lead at this point. Once again, though, it comes down to handoffs, going down to the home stretch. Menomonee Falls, the last runners, off. Yep, it's I can't remember the young fella's name. It'll come to me later on. He's a good basketball player, and he made varsity as a junior in football. His name escapes me. We're going to check our records here and get back to you on that.
Okay, we have the results of the girls 4x200 meter relay. In 7th place, Cudahy with a time of 2 minutes 4 and 45 hundredths. In 6th place, Burlington, a time of 2 minutes 3 and 42 hundredths. In 5th place, Germantown, a time of 1:55.42. In 4th place, Grafton with a time of 1:54.85. In 3rd place, South Milwaukee with a time of 1:54 and 4 hundredths. In 2nd place, Sussex Hamilton with a time of 1:49 and 64 hundredths. And this year's girls 4x200 meter champions is the Menomonee Falls girls with a time of 1:45.39. Congratulations to the 4 girls on the 4x200 meter relay, this year's champions. The lineup for the first heat of the girls 4x400 meter dash. In lane 1, Hartman, Menomonee Falls. Lane 2, Schmidt, Burlington. Lane 3, Hochschild, South Milwaukee. Lane 4, Latt, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 5, Steffens, Burlington. Lane 6, Theedy, Cudahy. Lane 7, Varga, Cudahy. And lane 8, Becker, Menomonee Falls.
Okay, get you guys caught up here. We're going to run the girls 4x100, check that, 400 meter dash. Getting a little ahead of myself here. We got junior Danny Hartman in lane 1, should be in the inside. Danny's got a pretty good time in this event. And then we've got in the other, on the end is Tracy Becker. So we've got lanes 1 and lanes 8 covered. So we got Danny Hartman in lane 1 and Tracy Becker in lane 8. I believe they stay in their lanes the whole way, so when we get back to that home stretch, we'll be able to tell. And this is one of the problems for our camera crew. When you've got kids stretched out that far, who do you put the camera on? So they're going to do their best, and we want to thank them once again for coming out today. So here's the girls' first heat of the 400 meter dash. Danny Hartman, lane 1. Tracy Becker, lane 8. And they're off. This is 1 lap around. You got Danny Hartman in lane 1. We can see Tracy Becker out on the top there. Next year we're going to take that pole down so we have unobstructed viewing. But all right, here's a good shot. That's Tracy Becker out here in lane 8. Good shot of Becker. And as they go by, if you check lane 1, you'll see Danny Hartman. But they're going to try to cover everyone here. And we got Becker way on the right-hand side, and just coming into view is Danny Hartman. There she is in lane 1. I don't think there's anybody in lane 2. It's a little harder for her to gauge where she is, but now they're coming down the backstretch. Soon they're going to hit the straightaway, be able to tell where everybody is.
Jake, the trainer, could you please report to the finish line? Jake, we need you at the finish line. Thanks, Jake. Once again, Jake, the trainer, please report to the finish line. Thank you. We have the results of one of our first field events, and that's the girls' discus. In 8th place, Morrison from Burlington with a throw of 92 feet 10 inches. The next one is 7th place, the Volcaneer from Germantown with a throw of 94. In 6th place, Huntington from South Milwaukee, a 96 and 4 inches. In 5th place, Keening Grafton with a throw of 97 feet. In 4th place, Alberti Germantown, 97 6.5 inches. In 3rd place, Donlin from Germantown, 100 feet 8 inches. Check that, 8.5 inches. And 2nd place, Saletti from Menomonee Falls with a throw of 102 feet 8 inches. And in 1st place, with a throw of 103 1.5 inches, Marley Trier from Port Washington. Congratulations to Marley Trier. Also giving you results through 7 events. In 8th place is Cudahy with 5 points. 7th place Grafton with 11. In sixth place, Port Washington with 23 points. In fifth place, Burlington with 26. In fourth place, Sussex Hamilton with 37. In third place, South Milwaukee with 43. In second place, Germantown with 54. And leading after 7 events, Menomonee Falls with 69 points. In the second heat of the 4x100, we'll give you the lane assignments. Lane 1, Smalley, Menomonee Falls. Lane 2, Gresham, Port Washington. Lane 3, Dittrich, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 4, Rutnow, Hamilton. Lane 5, Humiston, Germantown. Lane 6, Went, Germantown. Lane 7, Westover, South Milwaukee. And Lane 8, Shoals from Burlington.
Okay, we got a shot of the pole vault. We're getting all over the place here. We're not sure who that is with the helmets on. Actually, that's something new. Maybe if you haven't been to an event in a number of years. There were some injuries, and now they wear helmets, which is a good precautionary measure. Also, they changed the padding in the pits, extended it. I know they came to the Booster Club, I think it was about 8 years ago. And as a result of some problems, the pits are much safer. I said the helmets are just a precautionary measure. And you got one of our vaulters here getting ready. On her toes. This is girls pole vault. And she's up and under. And there's a shot of Bobby Regent Smith, one of our coaches. Bobby is a timer for basketball, also does as a JV head football coach. Very nice guy. In fact, he's also a hunter. He had his picture of him in a journal this year. I think the kids gave him a hard time. And anyways, a good shot of Bobby Regent Smith, a teacher here at the school. Okay, we're getting ready for it. And here we go. It's the start of the 400-meter dash for girls. Once again, you want to keep an eye on local kids. We got Katie Smalley in Menomonee Falls in lane 1, and Kelsey Dietrich and Jessica Rutnow from Hamilton in lanes 3 and 4. Here they come down the whole stretch. Actually, the back stretch. You got Katie Smalley looking strong there for the falls. It's nice when they head out in the corner, you can catch all the kids here. So there they go, Katie Smalley on your left side. And just Sussex people probably know, Sussex Hamilton does have the bright red jerseys. They're always easy to spot.
Last call, 4x100 relay. Last call, 4x100 relay. Second call, 300-meter hurdles. Second call, 300-meter hurdles. First call, 800-meter run. First call for the 800 meters.
Are you done with these? I definitely get one. Mine was the bottom. There's 2 of them. There's triple jump. Okay. No problem.
Let's say I did this one. At this time, we need all boys head coaches report to the finish line. All boys head coaches, please report to the finish line at this time. Once again, all boys head coaches, please report to the finish line. We have results of the boys shot put. In 8th place with a throw of 44 feet 1/2 inch, Betts from Grafton. And 7th place from Sussex Hamilton, Clinton Earl, with a throw of 44 feet 5 inches. With a throw of 44 feet 7 inches, Eamon from Cudahy. Wandell from Sussex Hamilton had a throw of 46 feet 4 inches, good for 5th place. In 4th place, Keys from Germantown with a throw of 46 feet 8 inches. In 3rd place, Schultz from Sussex Hamilton with a throw of 46 feet 10 inches. With a throw of 50 feet 10 inches, Heil from Brookfield East. And this year's boys shot put champion with a throw of 50 feet 11 inches, Mike Dean of Germantown. Congratulations to Mike Dean. We'll also give you rankings after 7 events. Cudahy 10th place, McGuanago in 9th place with 7 and 8, Grafton with 9 points in 8th place. In 7th place, South Milwaukee with 10 points. In 6th place, Burlington with 14 points. In 5th place, Brookfield East with 16. In 4th place, Sussex Hamilton with 34 points. Port Washington in 3rd place with 45. Germantown in 2nd with 55. Menomonee Falls is leading with 72 points. Lane assignments for the first heat of the boys 4x1 400 meter dash. Sanchez from Cudahy in lane 2. Rutter from Brookfield East in lane 3. Owen in lane 4 from Brookfield East. Layton from Grafton in lane 5. And Johnson from Hamilton in lane 6.
For you TV viewers out there, just to get you a quick update here, this is the another shot of the pole vault pit, and a little little view here. We got a kid from Hamilton here on the outside lane. That's Hunter Johnson. In lane 6 will be on the outside. There's nobody in lane 1. Keep an eye on Hunter Johnson. Got a time of personal best, a seat time of 57 flat. So bright red jersey, Hunter Johnson. Next event will also be the 400. Actually, the next event will be the next heat will be the 400. So we're going to get you set for that real quick. We're going to do the results of another event, and then we're going to go from there.
We have the results of the boys triple jump. In 8th place, Burkett from South Milwaukee with a jump of 37 feet 7.5 inches. In 7th place, Shy from South Milwaukee with a jump of 37 feet 8.5 inches. In 6th place, Schlitt from Germantown with a jump of 37 feet 11 inches. In 5th place, Holcomb, Germantown, jump of 39 feet 5.5 inches. In 4th place, from Menomonee Falls, Meyer with a jump of 40 feet 4.25 inches. In 3rd place, Schmidt from Menomonee Falls with a jump of 41 feet 8.5 inches. In 2nd place, Thorne from Burlington with a jump of 42 feet 4 inches. And also, Menomonee Falls 1st place, Tyler Troken with a jump of 42 4 inches. That's 42 feet 4 inches. Tyler Troken, 1st place, Menomonee Falls.
Harry's going to run a slow-mo with a pole vault.
Oh, okay. We have these 2 that are done. There's another one for the girls.
You still got those pair of rusty scissors, right?
We have lane assignments for the 2nd heat of the 400 meters. In lane 1, Malkowski from Germantown. Lane 2, Peck from Germantown. Lane 3, Fisher from Sussex Hamilton. Lane 4, Denk, South Milwaukee. Lane 5, Prom from Port Washington. Lane 6, Washington from Brookfield East. Lane 7, Grange from Grafton. And lane 8, Zagorski from Sussex Hamilton. I got too many Washingtons in here.
Just watching here, just give you a great job that our camera crew does. This is a slow motion pole vault jump. I'm not really sure who the kid is, but really, oh, that's a beautiful shot. Man, that's terrific. Bar stayed up, slow motion, beautiful day. Girls pole vault. Years ago, they didn't have something like that, and it's nice to see that they can get out and compete. That was a great shot, though. It's hard to tell who it is, but she bounced out of the pits. I'll tell you that. That was a nice jump. Okay, we're getting ready here for the 400-meter dash, and nobody from Menomonee Falls. We do have a couple Sussex Hamilton kids. We got Mike Fisher in lane 3 from Sussex, and Ryan Zagorski from Sussex Hamilton. Ryan's just a freshman. He's going to be in the outside lane. Might want to keep an eye on him. But they're in their blocks. Looks like they're ready to get set. And they're set. And they're off. Here we go. Keep an eye on lane 3, Mike Fisher from Sussex Hamilton, and lane 8, Ryan Zagorski.
Okay, we need some more of our volunteers to step out. We need the rakers for the triple jump to please report to the triple jump pits. Will the rakers, that's not a family, that's a job. Will you please report to the triple jump pit? Once again, we need the rakers at the triple jump. Thanks in advance for your help. Results for the boys 4x200 meter relay. In 8th place, Brookfield East, a time of 1:39.48. In 7th place, McGuanago, at a time of 1:38.46. In 6th place, Grafton, at a time of 1:37.19. In 5th place, Port Washington, at a time of 1:36.96. In 4th place, Germantown, 1:36 and 25 hundredths. In 3rd place, South Milwaukee, at a time of 1:34 and 9/10. And 2nd place, Sussex Hamilton, with a time of 1:34 and 61 hundredths. And this year's 4x200 meter relay champion, Menomonee Falls, at a time of 1:32.57. Congratulations, all 4 boys from Menomonee Falls, this year's 4x200 meter relay champions.
All right, we're back here. Took a little break there and rebooted the computer. And what we've got is excellent. It's the last heat of the, actually it's the fastest heat of the 400 meter dash. And kids, for local kids, we got Max Baskey in lane 3. In lane 4, Tyler Troken from Menomonee Falls. And lane 6 is Stuart Van Horn. Troken comes in with the fastest time this year of 49 and 88 hundredths. Max Baskey, who's a quarterback and on a football team that went to the sectional finals, is in lane 3. He's got a time of 51 and 9/10. And Stuart Van Horn can really cruise in more of the distance events, but Stuart's in lane 6. He's got a time of 52 and 2/10 coming in. So here we come. We're going to come around the curve. We've got trouble with that pole there, but coming in your camera, Menomonee Falls, remember, they stay in their lanes. We got Paskey in lane 3, Tyler Troken in lane 4, and out there on the outside, it said Stuart Van Horn, but I believe that's Troy Nielsen. I think it's Troy Nielsen out there in lane 6. Maybe I'm wrong. Either one of their parents are going to get upset with me, but we'll go from there. I believe that is Troy Nielsen. Anyway, Tyler Troken is unofficially in the lead. Max Paskey is closing ground for 2nd place. I don't know if he can catch him. And Troy Nielsen, I believe that is, on the outside is finishing up. He ran another good race. Excellent job by those kids. It was a very quick 400. Once again, with the wind, time's going to be a little slower than normal, but it comes down to medals today. So once again, we'll move along and to the next event.
Finals for the girls 400 meter dash. In 8th place, Lack from Hamilton with a time of 1:07.52. In 7th place, Steffens from Burlington with a time of 1:07.39. In 6th place, Scholes from Burlington, 1:04.57. In 5th place, Smalley from Menomonee Falls, a time of 1:04.31. In 4th place, Westover from South Milwaukee, a time of 1:04 and 9 hundredths. In 3rd place, Humiston from Germantown with a time of 1:02.78. With a time of 1:01 and 5 hundredths. In 2nd place was Greaves from Port Washington. And in 1st place with a time of 1 minute and 29 seconds, Lizzie Wendt from Germantown. Lizzie Wendt is this year's girls 400 meter champion. Congratulations. Okay, we need a yellow flag from the first exchange zone. We have a yellow flag out there. All right, yeah, he's hustling over, so he's doing his job. Yep, we got you. We have lane assignments for the 4x100, and lane 1 is Cudahy. Lane 2 is Burlington. Lane 3, South Milwaukee. Lane 4, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 5, Menomonee Falls. Lane 6, Grafton. And lane 7, Germantown. Once again, all you experienced track meters know we have to get down in the infield for this. We've got a lot of handoffs, and everybody's got to see, so if you're in the infield, which you shouldn't be, we're going to have you get down. We appreciate that. You don't have to get in push-up position, but once again, you can crouch down. We can see all the handoffs, all the exchanges. Everyone, please, if you're on the grass, crouch down.
Okay, get back to this. This is the girls' 4x100 meter relay. That each girl runs a leg of 100 meters. Menomonee Falls is seated second in this event, right behind Sussex Hamilton. Sussex Hamilton has an excellent time of 49 and 8/10. Menomonee Falls comes in at the time, their best time of 50 and 5/10. So less than a second, which is quite a bit here, separating these two teams. But we're going to have 4 girls, 100 meters each. So it looks like they're in their blocks. The gun is up. Getting ready for the start. Once again, they'll stay in their lanes the whole way, so it'll be deceiving until you get down to the home stretch, but if you keep an eye on the handoffs, you can tell what place you're in. Okay, here at Menomonee Falls, I believe that's Carrie Bratz running the first leg. Carrie Bratz is a junior basketball player, cross-country runner. Carrie can do it all. She's very quick. Running next to Menomonee Falls, I'm not really... Oh, that's Lauren Davis. Yeah, Lauren Davis, and she's very fast, one of the top runners in state. Now we're going to go down to the third leg grid camera angle here. See your handoffs. And keep an eye out for the flag to go up. I don't see any flag going up there. So the handoffs appear to be good. And now they're going on the back stretch. We can see why Sussex Hamilton was seated first. We've got Alex Poole from the Falls and Randy Nunlap. That Menomonee Falls a little slow in that exchange. We're not going to have one of the best times, but Sussex Hamilton, they're going to cruise the victory. Menomonee Falls is trying to pick up a medal here in third place, and I believe she closed the gap. But once again, those are unofficial results based on the fact that there could be handoff violations, passing out of their lane, etc. So once again, that was excellent 4x100 meter relay.
We have the results of the boys 400 meter dash. In 8th place, Lark from Germantown, a time of 54:88. With a time of 54:39, Prom from Port Washington taking 7th place. Troy Nielsen from Menomonee Falls was in 6th place, 54:32. In 5th place, Pendergast from Germantown, time of 53 and 66 In 4th place, Denecki from Cudahy, 53:15. In 3rd place, Paskey from Menomonee Falls, a time of 52 and 57 In 2nd place, Meisner from Burlington, 52:22. And taking 1st place from Menomonee Falls at a time of 50 and 6/10, Tyler Troken. Congratulations to Tyler Troken of Menomonee Falls, this year's 400 meter dash champion.
How you doing, Summer? What's that?
Oh, we also wanted to mention earlier, I remiss on this, that there's pizza at the concession stand. You need to carve up. Well, I know they had the pizza brought in just for this event today, so you get a chance. You get some pizza and help support the Booster Club. I believe they also got T-shirts left down there. Pick one up. Late assignments. We'll have them shortly here for the boys 4x100. They're actually going to be 2 heats. In heat number 1, we have Cudahy in lane 3. In lane 4, we have Grafton. And lane 5, Brookfield East.
Getting back to the broadcast here, being able to pick up some first places. Menomonee Falls currently, I think through 8 events, now this is on the boys' side, We're going to give you an update here. Menomonee Falls is leading the meet actually quite comfortably after 8 events. Menomonee Falls has 91 points, Germantown 60, Port Washington 47, and Sussex Hamilton 34. However, there's a lot of events left to be run, and you also have you run into your field events, and let's say one team is extra strong in pole vault or shot put or discus. They can take 2 or 3 places and pick up ground in a hurry. So after 8 events, Menomonee Falls is in first place with 91 points, and followed by Germantown, Port, and Sussex Hamilton. Burlington has 22 points in 5th, Brookfield East in 6th with 16, Cudahy in 7th with 12, South Milwaukee has 8, Grafton has 9, actually has 9 points in 9th place, and McGuanago is in 10th with 8 points. Okay, here we go. This is the first heat of the boys 4x100. A little easier to keep on the camera. You don't have to film all 8 lanes. So there's a first handoff. Now they're coming down the back stretch. And a little, oh, there, see a little bad footwork there. And now they're going to come up into the wind. Strong anchor runner there for Grafton, it appears. And here he comes up. Grafton looks like they're comfortably going to win this heat. Once again, barring no lane violations. So there we go. That's the end of that event. I guess while we have a moment here, too, I do want to mention the boys' golf team. They have been ranked in the area. I think they were ranked as high as 8th, and they were down at 10th. They just slipped out this week, but the golf team and Tony Pritchard's crew, helped by Jeff Thompson, is doing a terrific job this year. I think Adam Rubot, I've seen in the paper. I can't recall all the other guys' names, but it is a team effort. It's a team game. But the boys' golf team is just doing an excellent job this year. Congratulations, and keep up the good work.
We have last call for the 300-meter hurdles. Last call, 300-meter hurdles. Second call, 800-meter run. Second call, 800-meter run. First call for the 200-meter dash. First call, 200 meters. This is the last heat of the 4x100, and we really need help with hurdles. They're all over the track, so as soon as this event's over, any help we can get with those hurdles is greatly appreciated. I know we got a lot of volunteers here and looking for people to step up. Thank you. Heat assignments for the second heat of the 4x100 boys. In lane 1 is Burlington. Lane 2, Hamilton. Lane 3, Menomonee Falls. Lane 4, Port Washington. Lane 5, McGuanago. Lane 6, South Milwaukee. And Lane 7, Germantown.
Okay, bringing you back here, we've got a shot. Well, we got a shot of my name on there, but that's not important. What we're looking for right here is an excellent event. We've got the 4x100. This is the faster heat. Port Washington comes in with the quickest time of 43 and 9/10 seconds. And then McGuanago is seated second with a time of 44 flat. And then Menomonee Falls 44 and a half. A lot of it's going to come down to handoffs. And flags are up here, so we're getting ready. But a lot of come down to handoffs. And once again, they got to stay in their lanes the entire way. It's a very quick event. They cruise around this track. Taking a peek here once through the. I thought there was a problem, but no, they're getting ready. Once again, we have nobody in lane 8, so there'll be 7 in this race. There were 3 in the previous heat. Want to keep an eye on lane 3, Menomonee Falls, and lane 2, Sussex Hamilton. Okay, they're getting in their blocks. Once again, we want to thank our camera crew, James Davies, Gordon Kirchhoff, and Harry Stetzel. How they're covering this meet with just 3 guys is beyond me, but they're doing a heck of a job. You know, it's one of the things that makes Menomonee Falls great, I think. We got people like this coming out in a day like today with all the volunteers. Okay, here we go. Start of the race. We got Sussex in lane 2, Menomonee Falls in lane 3. Okay, Menomonee Falls came in the picture, and there's Sussex Hamilton. Actually, I think lane 1 is scratched, so it'll be the Falls and Sussex in lane 2 and 3. Moving on, here comes, this will be the third leg. Watch for your clean handoffs. Menomonee Falls looked clean, and so did Sussex. All right, we got the third leg, and now you kind of see our lane assignments are evening up. Menomonee Falls looks like Port Washington isn't first. He had the fastest time. It's going to be a battle here between the Falls and the inside. I think South Milwaukee. Boy, Menomonee Falls and South Milwaukee are going down to the wire for second place. And Sussex Hamilton came in with a very quick time. I think he had one bad exchange in there. So anyway, we got to get you caught up, and we're going to move right over to the 300-meter hurdles.
Once again, if we could have help with the hurdles, we got some volunteers out there already, but any kind of help with the hurdles, we can get them out, but keep this meet moving along, keep everybody fresh. Also want to remind everyone, once again, with the exception of the preliminaries, this meet's being televised by Falls Cable Access Channel 14. Locally, it's on Channel 14, but you can catch it on streaming video. You go to fallscableaccess.com. Once again, fallscableaccess.com. You're at work, don't do it at school, but at home, go out and check out the meet. fallscableaccess.com. We want to thank our photographers, Gordon Kirchhoff and James Davies, and Harry Stetzel in the trunk running the show here. So thanks to those three. And once again, check it out, fallscableaccess.com. I'd like to read off our girls long jumpers today. Edwards, Poole, and Brotz from Menomonee Falls. Fansler from Cudahy. Reinfleisch from Sussex Hamilton. Taraj from Cudahy along with Grubich from Cudahy. Wagner from Hamilton. Ross and Priestley from Port Washington. Griffin from South Milwaukee. Fensky from Germantown. Sylvia from South Milwaukee. Warden from Germantown. Myers from South Milwaukee. And Weber from Burlington. Those are our girls long jumpers for today. And boys long jumpers were Morgan from Cudahy, Schoenfeld and Schott from Port Washington, Daly from Cudahy, Sheelander from Port Washington, LaFleur from Cudahy, Andrus from Germantown, Falk from Burlington, Holcomb and Dunk from Burlington, check that, Germantown, Kleinschmidt McGonigal, Zagorski Hamilton, Nellison Menomonee Falls, Katsanis Brookfield East, Wyrich and Wickert South Milwaukee, Weinkauf Burlington, Neuwirth, McGonigal, Rupnow, Hamilton, Lidmeyer, McGonigal, Janice from Hamilton, and Nielsen and Waduli from Menomonee Falls. That's today's boys long jumpers. In Heat 1 of the girls 300 meters, in Lane 3, Edmonds of Germantown, Lane 4, Spankowski of Hamilton, and Lane 5, Samoski of South Milwaukee.
Okay, we got a shot. We had a nice crowd here. Actually, in a track meet, everybody is scattered. It looks like it might be empty here, but they're between the athletes and the parents. I would say there's probably 300 or 400 people here. Also, we don't get shots because it is so spread out. You've got your discus up on one end and shot put, and on the other end you got your triple jumps and stuff. But here's a shot. I think everybody wants to sit in the sun. You know, you don't get at springtime in Wisconsin. You take advantage of it, but. All right, we're getting ready. We heard the first whistle. For the uninitiated, this is a 300-meter run. We were talking with some of the coaches what might be one of the hardest event. I always thought the 400 was, but the coaches says, well, then you never run the 300 meters. There's special kids running this event. And just imagine running 300 meters and then jumping all the while. So that's what we've got going right now. We're getting ready. We want to keep an eye on Spankowski from Sussex Hamilton. She's in lane 4.
400 meter dash, is it a final already? Okay. You don't have that one. No, I think I have it.
Yeah, try kind of
Oh, I got it. What, is your name?
Dominique Washington.
I said did not finish.
55.66.
Nice shot. It's a great shot of a girl from, I believe it's Sussex Hamilton.
All right.
And or it could be Spankowski from South Milwaukee. They both, unfortunately, have red, so we're not really sure here. I said it's 2 girls. It's their first heat. It's, yeah, and I believe that is South Milwaukee. I think South Milwaukee has the red trunks. That's on the outside. So we've got Taylor Edmonds from Germantown and Spankowski or Samowski from South Milwaukee. Right now, your legs are getting a little heavy. Like I said, imagine running 300 meters and then you got to jump all the way along too. So it's a tough event according to the coaches. I'll take their word for it. That's all I know. All right, we'll get you caught up on Heat 2 in just a moment.
Results of the boys 4x100 relay. In 8th place, Brookfield East, 47-36. With 46.98, we have Grafton at 7th place. Sussex Hamilton took 6th with a time of 45.86. Germantown took 5th, 45.73. In 4th place, McGuanago with a time of 45.73. Check that, Germantown at 45.86. In 3rd place is South Milwaukee with a time of 45 and 32 hundredths. And 2nd place, Menomonee Falls, a time of 45 and 23 hundredths. And this year's boys 4x100 meter relay champion with a time of 44 and 400 seconds is Port Washington. Congratulations to the Port Washington boys 4x100 meter relay team, this year's champions. Lane assignments for the girls 300 meter relays. In lane 1 is Gira from Sussex Hamilton. Lane 2, Landergott, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 3, Saunders, Menomonee Falls. Lane 4, Celia from South Milwaukee. Lane 5, Coira, Menomonee Falls. Lane 6, Keown from Burlington. And Lane 7, Grossman, Germantown.
Okay, got a shot here. The girls lining up. This is loaded with local girls. We've got Erica Gira and Jessica Landergut from Sussex Hamilton, both juniors in lane 1 and 2. We got Bryn Saunders. I checked that. They're sophomores. We have Bryn Saunders, a junior from Menomonee Falls in lane 3. Kelly Coyer, a junior from Menomonee Falls in lane 5. And in lane 6, we got Alyssa Grossman, also a junior from Germantown. So we've got 2 sophomores from Sussex Hamilton and 3 juniors, 2 from the Falls and 1 from Germantown, and we're off. Here we go. The girls 300 meters. A tough event. Good shot there. Once again, this is the Menomonee Falls co-ed track meet. You get a better view. There's Kelly Coyer just going over the hurdle now. They're going to go down the stretch. Not only now will they have to get that dig in, but you're going to run into the wind now, which has got tough for the girls. Looks like Kelly Coyer is just a hair behind out there, although we're not getting everyone. As we watch them jump, I believe we got the girl from Burlington in first. Oh, yeah, so she's got quite a lead. Coyer in second. Looks like Bryn Saunders from the Falls in third. So going down, we got Coyer over, Saunders over. Both got good form, and looks like Saunders is catching up there a little bit. And heading down the stretch, and they head off into the sunset. That was the finals of the girls' 300-meter hurdles.
We have last call for the 800 meters. Last call 800 meters. Second call for the 200 meter dash. Second call 200 meters. And first call for the 3200. First call 3200. We have 3 heats in the boys 300 meter hurdles. In heat number 1, in lane 2, Kaplanik from Cudahy. Lane 3, Dillon from Brookfield East. Lane 4, Belonger, South Milwaukee. Lane 5, Mueller from McGuanago. Lane 6, Betancourt, South Milwaukee. And lane 7, Buchel from Cudahy. That's heat 1 of the boys 300 meter hurdles. Girls triple jumpers today were Williams, Shiley, and Fuchs from Menomonee Falls, Clemens from Cudahy, Gradecki's from South Milwaukee, Riley from Cudahy, Brooks from Port Washington, Heittinen from South Milwaukee, Fensky from Germantown, Wagner Sussex Hamilton, Solerman from Germantown, Keown from Burlington, Spankowski from Hamilton, Wellnitz and Showalter from Grafton, Hegman from Burlington, Jackson from Cudahy, Destat from Hamilton, and Myers from South Milwaukee. That's this year's girls triple jumpers.
Okay, we got a shot here. This is the first heat of the 300-meter hurdles for boys. Looking at the times, best time in this heat belongs to Joel Belonger from South Milwaukee. He's going to be in lane 4. And then on each side of him is Aaron Dillon from Brookfield East and Zach Mueller from McGuanago. Their times are a second behind. So as we move along, the heats get a little bit quicker, but just kind of give you some idea what they're running. And everybody's at different levels. I said today it's not about personal. You want them on the outside, no problem. Every so often there we have to jump over and make announcements for the stadium, or we're also on a walkie-talkie with the coaches. Jeff Wagner has been moving in here and just doing a terrific job coming in and just running the whole meet. He's just doing a terrific job. We'll be right back. Hey, Tom, save me one, okay? We just had John Fuhrer stop up here in the booth. John, you want to add a couple comments? John looks like he just got done with a client, but he stopped up here. So he does a terrific job, by the way, with our basketball referees. We have some of the finest referees around, and he's usually here checking them out. He also does some state championship games. So.
Get some more results.
I'm serious, Tom.
We also want to remind everyone we have the T-shirts still available, but they'll only be around a half hour. So if you want a T-shirt, don't delay. Stop down at the concession stand. They're good-looking shirts. While you're there, you can get a hot dog, a hamburger, a pizza, whatever they're selling down there. All proceeds go to the Falls Booster Club. We appreciate all your help, though. Thank you, everyone. Results of the girls' 300-meter hurdles. In 8th place, Gura from Sussex Hamilton, a time of 55.61. In 7th place, Edmonds from Germantown, 55.49. In 6th place, Landergott Hamilton with a time of 55 flat. In 5th place, Samoski, South Milwaukee, 54 3400ths. In 4th place, Grossman from Germantown, 53 5600ths. In 3rd place, Kelly Coyer, Menomonee Falls, 51.54. In 3rd place, Saunders, Menomonee Falls, 51.46. And this year's girls 300-meter hurdles champion from South Milwaukee, freshman Alyssa Sevilla with a time of 49 4/10. Congratulations to Alyssa Sevilla from South Milwaukee. And lane assignments for the 300-meter hurdles boys, second heat. Buckley in lane 1 from Sussex Hamilton. Lane 2 is Speeder from Brookfield East. Lane 3 is Sanchez from Cudahy. Lane 4 is Goyer from Sussex Hamilton. Lane 5, Anderson, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 6, Katsanis from Brookfield East. Lane 7, Burnett, Grafton. And Lane 8, Kleinschmidt, McGuanago.
Okay, we're getting ready here for the second heat of the 300-meter hurdles. Once again, it's a killer event. And local kids, Jose Aguirre from Sussex Hamilton is a sophomore. He'll be lined up in lane 4. And Tony Anderson is a senior from Sussex Hamilton. He's in lane 5. They've got 1/10 of a second separating the two of them. And I'd be remiss here, Alex Buckley is out in lane 1. Alex Buckley is a senior from Sussex Hamilton. So we got 3 Hamilton kids in this heat. And looks like they're getting ready. They're in their blocks. We're hoping everyone is enjoying this. I know yesterday the camera crew went out and filmed the Falls Sussex Hamilton softball game. It was either exhilarating or heartbreaking, depending which side you're on. Menomonee Falls won with 2 outs, 2 strikes. Haley Morfield had a 2-run double in the bottom of the 7th. Falls won 7-6. They're currently ranked 2nd in the area. All right, here the guys are heading around the corner here. Oh, it's about their 3rd hurdle. Looked pretty even. It looks like Buckley was right in there from Sussex. Heading down the back stretch. Now they're going to hit the straightaway real soon. And as they jump, it looks like might have been Tony Anderson in first place. We got the 2 Hamilton kids. Somebody's going to try to squeeze in between them. I don't know who that is. It's hard to tell from here. Sussex Hamilton's running 1-3 right now, 1-3. And as they disappear by the tent, you'll have to wait for those unofficial results. Once again, that's the 2nd heat of the boys' 300-meter hurdles.
All right, we have the heat 3 of the boys 300-meter hurdles. In lane 1, Schlick from Germantown. Lane 2, Bratz from Menomonee Falls. Lane 3, Geistart, Germantown. Lane 4, Waduli, Menomonee Falls. Lane 5, Schleiss from Germantown. Lane 6, Ehler from Burlington. Lane 7, Nielsen, Menomonee Falls. And lane 8, Piasecki from Burlington.
Okay, viewers, this is going to be a great race. We got some real, not just great runners in this race, but great kids. We got Matt Waduli, ranked in the top, I think, 3 or 4 in state. And 2 of the nicest kids they're ever going to run into is Troy Nielsen and Adam Bratz. They're seniors. Adam Bratz is in lane 2, was on the varsity basketball team, and Troy Nielsen was on the football team, defensive halfback. Just great individuals, all 3 of them. Once again, Bratz is a senior, along with Troy Nielsen, and Matt Waduli in lane 4. From the Falls has an excellent time. His best is 39 and 4100ths. All right, they're in their blocks. Let's get ready. But, folks, keep your eye on this race. This is going to be a great race. Once again, one of the toughest ones. Okay, well, so once again, we got Bratz in lane 2. We've got Waduli in lane 4 and Troy Nielsen in lane 7. Bratz has got his dark ones on today, so you can see him out there in lane 2. They're moving along. Right, coming down right in front of where the band normally sits, past the goalpost. And now they're going to hit the home stretch. And Waduli's being pushed today. He's got some top times to say, but these kids, it's their chance to run against him, and they're really coming on. Looks like we got Bratzi's in 4th place and Troy Nielsen. Waduli is dueling it down the stretch. Waduli's dueling him. And bringing up, we've got Bratz and Nielsen. Bratz really strode into that last hurdle. It'll be interesting. I think the Falls... And we'll cut right back to you on with that event.
Can we get some help with the hurdles? Everyone, if you can grab a hurdle and put it on the outside of the track. All hurdles on the outside of the track. We see some of you guys coming up your air. Somebody's going to help out. Yeah, you should be helping too. All right, let's get some help. Let's get these hurdles moved to the inside. Both boys and girls can move the hurdles. I know Alex Verley always wants to help, so... We get all those hurdles to the inside of the track. Thanks a lot. We want them on the outside. Outside, please. Peach Coca doesn't know how to move them, but we can get her move them, but her friend Boyce does. We get those moved, please. There she goes. Thank you, everyone, for helping us out. Okay, we're going to have 2 heats of the 800-meter run for girls. In heat number 1, in lane 1, we have Stephanie Wickert from South Milwaukee. Lane 2 is Rutnow from Sussex Hamilton. Lane 3, Jacoby, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 4, Stewart, South Milwaukee. Lane 5 is Allen from Port Washington. Lane 6 is Wasella, Cudahy. Lane 7, Brownrider, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 8, Jaworski, Menomonee Falls. And lane 9, Meg Shannon from Menomonee Falls. Once again, please, if you get a chance and want a t-shirt, run over and get them. Be helping everyone out. I believe they're marked down to $8.
Okay, getting back here, they're getting ready. We actually got a shot at a high jump hit. Beautiful jump by someone there. All right, they're clearing the track here for the girls' first heat of the 800. We got some local kids in here. We got Sam Rupnow and Katie Jacoby, both seniors from Sussex Hamilton, in lane 2 and 3. We got Melissa Brownrider, a freshman from Sussex Hamilton in lane 7. And lane 8 is Susie Jaworski, also a freshman from Menomonee Falls. So two kids run against each other. And we got Meg Shannon. We talk about nice people. Meg Shannon, one of the nicest ones around. She's in lane 9. Meg Shannon, actually, her dad is a cross-country and a track coach. He's also pushing the T-shirt sales today. So once again, we got Susie Jaworski and Meg Shannon. Now, that'll be twice around the track. One of your tougher events. And here they come down. And it looks like, I think, I'm not sure if that's Meg Shannon or Susie Jaworski in first place there. I believe it's Meg Shannon in third place. Once again, twice around here, you can see the flag in the background. Next time the camera pulls back, you can see they're running with the wind down this way and into the wind the other direction. Moving right along here, we've got 4 events left. Well, one of them is the 3200. And rather than televise the whole event, where was some talk earlier, we might televise the beginning and then cut back to the end, because it does take quite a while. And we've got both boys and girls, so that'll be coming up. But right now we've got the 800 meters. They're down their first lap. And Menomonee Falls, Sussex Hamilton girls are a little farther back in the pack, but well, it's a long race. A lot of things can happen. Also, I want to remind everyone, there's some an event coming up here. You can have your picture taken with the new sign out in front of the school. The Community Memorial sponsored that electronic sign, but on May 30th, you can have a personalized message put on there and pose for a picture with your family, with your friends, teammates, clubs, groups, band, whatever you want to do. But it's on May 30th. You can contact Jerry Misslang, that's myself, at 255-5071, 255-5071. But it's on Saturday, May 30th from 9 to noon. And get your picture taken out there, get a personalized message. And it's all basically once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's a relatively new sign. If you've got graduates or anything like that and want to get their names on there, it's a great opportunity. All right? So once again, May 30th, registrations close on the 26th of May, but you can also do walk-ups. So, all right, here we go. Now we got the finals of the first heat of the 800 meters. And it's going right down to the wire. Our camera crew is zooming in, and once again, you disappear behind the tent, and we'll bring you those results later on.
We have the results of the boys' 300-meter hurdles. And some very quick times here. In 8th place, Anderson from Sussex Hamilton, 43.99. In 7th place, Schlitt from Germantown, 43.74. In 6th place, Ehrlich from Burlingtown, 43 3/36. In 5th place, Bratz from Menomonee Falls, 43 200 seconds. In 4th place, Nielsen Menomonee Falls, 42.95. In 3rd place, Geistart from Germantown, 40.95. Looks like a tie for 3rd place, actually, between Geistart and Nielsen. In 2nd place, Schleiss from Germantown, 39.74. And this year's boys 300-meter champion, Matt Waduli of Menomonee Falls, 39.48. Congratulations, Matt Waduli. Lane assignments for the girls 800 meters. In lane 1, Selecki, Germantown. Lane 2, Droner from Burlington. Lane 3, Lazari, Grafton. Lane 4, Anderson, Germantown. Lane 5, Kramer, Cudahy. Lane 6, Coca from Burlington. Lane 7, Miller from Port Washington. Lane 7, Megan Bratz, Menomonee Falls. Lane 8, Sear from Port Washington. And lane 10, Shaw from Burlington.
Okay, local kids here. We've got actually just one from Menomonee Falls. Megan Bratz is going to be in lane 8. And I just happen to have results of the boys 300-meter hurdles here. And we have Adam Bratz took 5th place in the hurdles. Matt Dooley won the event. And Tony Nielsen, actually says Tony, it's Troy Nielsen, finishing the tie in 4th place, actually. So keep an eye on. We guys said this is twice around. On the outside there, we've got Megan Bratz. Got the burgundy on. She's also got the dark, whatever they are. I don't call them nylons, but just like her brother wore. And then also another Bratz we have here is we have Carrie Bratz runs the sprint. So the Bratz family has got everything covered here. Okay, they're heading around. That's the little over halfway mark. Heading down by the flagpole. They're going to come up. Now, here's where they hit into the wind. Gets a little bit tougher. Well, this is really bunched together for the 800. At this point, about anybody can win, 1 through 9. Once again, it's, spring sports are tough. It's hard to get decent weather. I said tomorrow I think it's supposed to be cold and rain and thunderstorms. We're lucky we got a day like today. We're also lucky that our cable crew came out and televised this event. I'm not sure what time it is right now, but they've been out here. I know. I think I was here at 3:30, and they have been here for 2 hours ahead of time. So they've been here almost 4.5 hours now, and they're not going anywhere for a while. So once again, we want to thank James Davies and Gordon Kirchhoff on camera, and Harry Stetson on truck coordinating everything with your graphics. All right, heading down the stretch here. The girl that's in first place, I don't know what school she's from, but she was running in last when they came by the first time. She swung to the outside, and now she's in first. And this is your faster heat. So I imagine if she stays in first place, she will be the champion. She's stretching out pretty good here. A little size differential, a longer stride for our girl in first. But the girl in second is no slouch either. So we're heading down. Megan Bratz is running out there. I can see her. They're stretched out a little bit now. So, and she disappears behind the tent. And once again, we're bringing those results later on.
Last call for the 200 meters. Last call 200 meters. Second call 3,200. 3,200 second call. First call 4x400. First call 4x400. Lane assignments for Heat 1 of the boys 800. Tomashak, Lane 1, Grafton. Lane 2, Van Cleve, Brookfield East. Lane 3, Ergens, Brookfield East. Lane 4, Medecky, McGuanago. Lane 5, Weimer, Burlington. Lane 6, Kashian, Brookfield East. Lane 7, Talmadge, Cudahy. Lane 8, Flanagan, South Milwaukee. Lane 9, Leinbach, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 10, Carlson, McGuanago. Lane 11, Rozek, South Milwaukee. Lane 12, Wyland, Sussex Hamilton. And lane 13, Snell, Sussex Hamilton.
Okay, there's the start of the boys 800, Heat 1. Earlier, I didn't finish his statement regarding Jeff Wagner. He's been on the microphone here. I actually checked out the walkie-talkie every so often. Jeff and Coach Burling and the other coaches run a terrific meet. They keep things moving along. If you've gone to some other meets, they can drag out forever. These guys got it running like clockwork, and every so often they beep in and they want to make sure things are being moved, and we got to get the fans down and get the hurdles off. So if there's a delay, sometimes that's what it is. Let's get back to the race here as they head down in the far corner. We've got Seth Leinbach, a sophomore from Sussex Hamilton, and then we have a freshman from Sussex, Matt Snell, and a junior, Kevin Wallen. So that's our three Sussex Hamilton runners. Right now, they're kind of bunched in the middle of the pack, it looks like. I think they're 4th, 6th, and 7th. They've kind of separated themselves. And they're going to finish their first lap, and they're going to have their gun lap at this point in time. Bonnie. While we're running this event, we have Bonnie Kowalczyk from the softball team. So, Bonnie, do you have a game tonight? Bonnie didn't know we're on TV here. What was the score?
It was 5-3 against. Who was it against? Brookfield East. Brookfield East.
Bonnie, what's your record so far?
We are 8-1, undefeated in conference, baby.
And so we're happy. Bonnie's kind of excited. We're going to stop right there. Bonnie's an all-star catcher. They had a big win yesterday, and we want to thank her for that update. So, and they are undefeated in conference. So thanks that from Bonnie Kowalczyk. FallsCableAccess.com. Okay, kind of got away from the race there. They're heading down a stretch there. Looks like Sussex Hamilton's going to take second. And the next time we get the results, we'll get you updated on the team results. We're a little bit behind on that, but we'll catch you up on that. So once they disappear behind the tent, and we'll be right back with the second heat of the boys 800-meter run.
Like to recognize all our triple jumpers today on the boys' side. From Cudahy, Meyer, and Morgan. From Port Washington, Hauser. From South Milwaukee, Burkett. Port Washington, Wood. Elin from Burlington. And Shanefield from Port Washington. Girash from Cudahy. Gorse from McGuanago along with Carlson. Wanker from Burlington. Keefe and Schlick from Germantown. Shy from South Milwaukee. Holcomb from Germantown. Myra, Menomonee Falls. Rody, Brookfield East. Schmidt and Troca, Menomonee Falls. And Thorne from Burlington. Lena Simons for Heat 2 of the boys 800. We have Ross from Port Washington. Van Horn in Lane 2 from Menomonee Falls. Newman from Menomonee Falls in Lane 3. Fallon, Lane 4, Burlington. Lane 5, Jones, Port Washington. Lane 6, Danecki, Cudahy. Lane 7, Foot from Menomonee Falls. Check that, Port Washington. Paulson from Menomonee Falls in Lane 8. Lane 8, 9, and 10 from Germantown. Baus, Strasser, and Schuer. In Lane 12, Schuer from McGuanago. And Conop in Lane 13 from Grafton.
Okay, we're back here at the 800 and getting them lined up. We're getting some shots of the pole vault pits. Our camera crew is trying to get everything here. We've only got 2 cameras, and we're running like about 8 events at a time. I checked, there are probably 6 events at a time, and they're trying to give you a little bit of everything. As you can see, a pole vaulter in the background. That was a run-through on the pits. Anyway, as we get ready for this 800 meters, we're going to set the stage here. This is going to be a quick 800 meters. We got some good runners. We got Stuart Van Horn and Isaac Newman from the Falls in lanes 2 and 3, and Nate Paulson from the Falls in lane 8. So that's our Falls runners. Van Horn is a junior, Isaac Newman's a senior, and Nate Paulson is also a junior. His dad stopped up here, Chuck Van Horn. His parents live down in, actually Stuart's grandparents live in Florida, and never get a chance to see Stuart run. So right now, if they're catching us on streaming access, there's your grandson. He's in second place. So that's Stuart Van Horn in second, and we'll check the other runners. That's a great thing. We put this stuff out there, and people can check it. Is it at 6:10?
The high jump bar is now at 6:10. 6:10 for the high jump bar.
Once again, we got a tip there. I don't know if we get our camera crew will get over there eventually, but the high jump bar is at 6:10. I remember the old days, 7 foot was an Olympic height. And so you got a kid lining up. You might catch him there as the runners go by. He's getting ready to go. And see if our jumper clears 6:10. Oh, bar's down at 6:10. Anyway, back to the race. And as they come down, there's Stuart Van Horn's in second place. And the kid from Port Washington, I said, is very tough. And a better time. And we've got Isaac Newman now coming up in third. Isaac Newman's in third. And Nate Paulson from the Falls and Nate Sullivan Jr. Nate is a little farther back. So we got a good camera angle there. Now we're going to see him going around the home stretch. He's Port Washington. Stuart Van Horn, it looks comfortably in second. Isaac Newman is in third. So the Falls is currently in third, I should say. And Nate Paulson's farther back. Looks like Port's going to win it. Stuart Van Horn is moving down the stretch along with Isaac Newman. And Nate Paulson is probably about sixth place or so. So as they disappear behind the tent, that keeps a little mystery to everything. So that's why that kind of works out that way. So we'll be back with the next event shortly.
Results of the girls 800-meter run. In 8th place, Wickert from South Milwaukee, 2:39.65. In 7th place, Allen from Port Washington, 2:39.24. In 6th place, Shaw from Burlington, 2:37.31. In 5th place, Coca, Burlington, 2:33.78. In 4th place, Anderson of Germantown, 2:31 5/100. In 3rd place, Lazari, Grafton, 2:30.66. In 2nd place, Selicki, Germantown, 2:23.13. And in 1st place, with a time of 2 minutes, 21 and 1600 seconds, freshman Katie Droner from Burlington. Congratulations, Katie Droner, this year's girls 800-meter champion. To bring you up on team rankings after 11 events, in 8th place is Cudahy with 7, in 7th place is Grafton with 22, in 6th place is Port Washington with 33, in 5th place is Burlington with 51 points, in 4th place Sussex Hamilton with 52, South Milwaukee's in 3rd place with 71, in 2nd place Menomonee Falls with 93, and 1 point ahead in 1st place is Germantown with 94. That's after 11 events.
We just had a lot of cheering going on from the high jump pit. Somebody just cleared 6:10 in the high jump. And he might be the last jumper, so they might move it up. There we go. We got a shot. Kid there walking back with his coach. Just cleared 6:10. And I wouldn't doubt if that's a stadium record. And it looks like they're moving it up. So we'll keep an eye on that. We've got some other events, but if we get somebody jumping over there, we'll make sure we get it over. Anyway, the team rankings, we'll just go 4th up. We got Sussex Hamilton's in 4th with 52. South Milwaukee is in 3rd with 71. And 1 point separates Germantown and Menomonee Falls girls. Germantown has 94 points and Menomonee Falls has 93 points. So that's where we stand right now as far as standings. Anyway, we got the camera over on the high jump pit, and we want to catch up on our other events here.
Colin Taylor will be attempting 7 feet in a high jump. He'll be attempting 7 feet. Good luck, Colin Taylor. In the first heat of the girls 200-meter dash, in lane 3, Legler from Cudahy. Lane 4 is Kramer from Germantown, and lane 5, Swan from Cudahy.
Our camera crew is doing the right thing here and staying with the high jump. 7 feet. Colin Taylor, I'm not sure what school he's from. I'll find it out shortly. Here's his approach. He's going to get 3 jumps. Get over the first one. Oh. Well, he didn't make it on the first one. He gets 2 more. And while he's lining it up, we're going to take a peek and see if we can find what school he's from. And there's the start of the 200, but we're doing the best we can multitask here. Okay, Colin Taylor. His best, he's from Brookfield East. He's a senior, and his best jump was 6'9". So he set a best for himself this year already at 6'10". But once again, it's set at 7 feet. That's Colin Taylor, a senior from Brookfield East. I should have been announcing that, but I was just watching. Yeah, I apologize. You don't get many chances to see something like this. A kid jumping, trying for 7 feet. All right, we're going to go down and do the lane assignments for the 200, and we'll come back and watch. He gets one more jump, and let's hope that he can do it.
Lane assignments for the second heat of the girls 200. In lane 1, Luke from Burlington. Lane 2, Harrion from Grafton. Lane 3 is Zerwinski from South Milwaukee. Wagner from South Milwaukee in lane 4. Kampke from Grafton in lane 5. Hollis from Menomonee Falls in lane 6. Griffin from South Milwaukee in lane 7. And Wilder from Burlington in lane 8. Let's have a big hand for Colin Taylor from Brookfield East. Congratulations, 6'10" high jump.
All right, we're back to the 200. As you saw in high jump, he didn't make it. Colin Taylor, but I believe that's a stadium record at 6 feet. So 6'10", which is kind of nice to get on cable access. Menomonee Falls girls, we got Ebony Hollis, a junior in lane 6. And that's basically it. We don't have anyone else from Sussex Hamilton, and I didn't catch where they finished on that one. So we do have one more heat, and this is going to be a quick one. We've got some, actually we got Becca Davis. I was calling her Lauren Davis before, and I apologize in an earlier broadcast. But it's Becca Davis will be in the next heat, along with a sophomore who just started going out for track less than a month ago, and that's Becca Fuchs. So we're going to set those lane assignments shortly. Yeah.
Girls high jump will start in 20 minutes. 20 minutes sharp, so we've got about 5 to 7. By 7:15, we'll be starting the girls high jump. Lane assignments for heat 3 of the girls 200. Graceport, Washington, lane 1. Davis from Menomonee Falls in lane 2. Hollisek from Hamilton in lane 3. Patterson from Hamilton in lane 4. Van Langen, lane 5 from Grafton. Buckley in lane 6 from Hamilton. Hummiston in lane 7 from Germantown. And Fuchs, Menomonee Falls, lane 8.
Are you taking results right here?
Thanks. Okay, we've got getting ready for the final heat of the girls 300. We got Becca Fuchs will be in lane 8, and Becca Davis from the Falls in lane 2. Once again, Becca, I apologize and call you Lauren Davis earlier. Hamilton has 3 girls in this event. They got Ashley Hollisek in lane 3, Brooke Patterson in lane 4, and Ellen Buckley in lane 6. And they're off, heading down the back stretch. It's 200 meters. This will go quick. They're bunched together as they usually are in this event. It looks like Becca Davis from the Falls looks like she's there. That's a dead heat down that back stretch. And Becca Fuchs is stretching it out. That's Becca Davis. Looks like she's got it disappearing behind the tent once again. Yeah, Becca Davis, Menomonee Falls. We'll get you those results shortly.
Last call for the 3200. Last call 3200. Second call 4x400. Second call 4x400. And once again, we got about 15 minutes before we start the high jump. So your high jumpers, get ready. Results of the girls' pole vault. In 8th place, with a jump of 8 feet, actually a tie for 8th between Anatoly and Hillary Thompson of Menomonee Falls. Each jumped 8 feet. In 7th place, Barbie and Sussex Hamilton, 8 feet 6 inches. In 6th place, Landergut, Sussex Hamilton, 9 feet. In 5th place, Smith, Germantown, also 9 feet, but fewer misses. In 4th place, Shiley, Menomonee Falls at 9 feet. 3rd place goes to Weber from Burlington at number 9.6. In 2nd place, Sema from Burlington with a jump of 9.6. And this year's girls pole vault champion from Germantown with a jump of 10 feet is Abby Croft. Congratulations, Abby Croft. The first heat of the boys 200 in lane 2, Delaney, Brookfield East. Lane 3, Ernst, Grafton. Lane 4, Burgle, Cudahy. Lane 5, Ollendorf, Cudahy. Lane 6, Bubholz, Grafton. And lane 7, Conway, Brookfield East.
I have events. I got 20 on here. 24, but that's actually 12 events. 12 per. But that doesn't. This doesn't have the pole vault and stuff.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
Okay, we just got started here, and no local kids. This is heat 1 of the 200-meter dash. As we're finding, as it gets later on the day, we do get some scratches. We have 6 kids on a list. We only got 5 runners. And what happens is kids cramp up, or it gets a little cooler and they come down. So we sometimes don't have as many as we have in other events. So that's the end of heat 1 of the 200-meter dash. Give you the results, though, after 11 events being scored. We'll go from the 4th up once again. Now, this is the boys, or the men's as they have on the sheet. We've got Sussex Hamilton in 4th place with 38. Port Washington in 3rd place with 70. Germantown is in 2nd place with 87. And a comfortable lead is Menomonee Falls with 132 points. That's after 11 events. Menomonee Falls is in 1st place with 32 points.
In heat 2 of the boys 200-meter dash, lane 1, Lehman, Brookfield East. Lane 2, Wenchowkee, McGuanago. Lane 3, Shot, Port Washington. Lane 4, Lewis, South Milwaukee. Lane 5, Will, Port Washington. Lane 6, Brown, Port Washington. Lane 7, Aylen, Burlington. And lane 8, Wazoriak, McGuanago.
Okay, catch up here on heat 2. And once again, we don't have any local kids, no Germantown, Menomonee Falls, or Sussex. But for those streaming, these kids are just as important. The best time in this heat belonged to Michael Lewis and Kyle Will. Well, one from South Milwaukee, Kyle Will from Port Washington. They both got a time of 24 and 2/10 seconds. And once again, they're side by side. They're lanes 4 and 5. Looks like they're in their blocks. Today's starter is Bob Reimer, a longtime coach here in Menomonee Falls, and another guy that likes to keep these meets moving along. All right, there they go. They're stretching down the back stretch. They're bunched up. Boy, this is close. There's somebody pulling away. I believe that's a South Milwaukee jersey. If I had to guess, I would say that's Michael Lewis from South Milwaukee. And there's the finals of Heat 2 of the boys 200-meter dash.
In Heat 3, lane assignments of the boys 200. Lane 1, Hissiak from Cudahy. Lane 2, Wyrick, South Milwaukee. Lane 3, Radcliffe, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 4, Scroggins, Menomonee Falls. Lane 5, Lark, Germantown. Lane 6, Wickert, South Milwaukee. Lane 7, Carol McGuanago. And lane 8, Curry Germantown.
Got a shot of the boys there as they finish. You can see kids relaxing out there on the hill. This is a beautiful stadium. The grass is looking good. We want to thank the Booster Club. Tom Hartman formed a group, Capital Improvement Campaign Committee, several years ago and hooked up with the Booster Club, and a lot of folks have raised a lot of funds. If you look around this stadium, the press box that I'm announcing from is new. The track is a beautiful shot of this track. This event, that shot wouldn't be possible 2 years ago. We could have turned this into a steeplechase. There were so many pits we could have filled them with water and put hurdles behind them, and the kids could have ran on those. It was actually at a point it was being dangerous, and nobody would come here. But Tom got a group together, and they raised funds, and a lot of folks help out in this town. There's been a lot of fundraisers, and we had a New Year's Eve party, and a lot of donors. We had some big donors, and really a big chunk came from the Bradley Corporation. And without the Bradley Corporation, we'd still be working on this. But there's more work that needs to be done. We're always looking for donations. There's fundraisers, a lot of things you can do. I know now we're having that sign. There's a good shot on the bottom of the Bradley Corporation. I tell you, this TV crew, you can't get nothing by them. But that sign was also donated, and as you look around, a lot of improvements here. And it's if you get a chance, I said you are having that sign fundraiser on May 30th. I know there's a dodgeball tournament, there's a bowl-a-thon, Falls Family 5 run. Whatever you can do to help out. You just want to make a donation. They'll be finishing off the entrance, a new entrance to the stadium. It'll look like a small college stadium, and your name will go on a plaque, and it'll be there forever. You know, the Schumann Stadium has been here 40 years. It's going to be here another 140 years, and the people that donate will have their name on that plaque literally forever. You can come back with your kids and grandkids. So you get a chance, you can call the high school, you can call myself, Dave Petroff, Tom Hartman, and I want to make a donation. I know the class of 58 had their graduation this year, had money left over, and donated $500 to the Booster Club. They could have did a lot of things with that money, but that was just terrific. A class of 58. Don Wagner called the Booster Club and made that donation. We're going to thank Don Wagner for that. So let's get ready for the next event, and we're getting the finals are rolling in here. Okay, earlier in the broadcast, I couldn't remember a kid's name. Was Kevin Scroggins. Plays football, a varsity football player, and play JV basketball. Hard worker, I know. Bobby Regent Smith is one of the hardest working kids around, weight room wise, student wise, everything else. So we got Kevin Scroggins. He'll be in lane 4, and we've got Steve Radcliffe right above him in lane 3. Scroggins and Radcliffe and Jordan Lark of Germantown are separated by 1/10 of a second. And out in lane 8, we have Luke Curry, a junior from Germantown. So he'll be in the far lane. Looks like they're in their blocks, getting ready. Some of our crowd coming in there. And they're off. Boys, 200 meters. I said now they're going to curl around. As soon as they hit that straightaway is when they hit the wind. And the wind really hasn't died down. So looks like it's looked like Luke Curry from Germantown out. He had one of the slower times, but he's moving along out there. It looks like Luke Curry is going to win this event. Now once again, that's unofficial. We'll get your results momentarily.
Brings us down to the last heat of the 400. It's the 4th heat. And lane assignments. In lane 1, we have Carlos from Grafton. Lane 2, Flegner from Hamilton. Lane 3, Weiss from Burlington. Lane 4, Farrington from Menomonee Falls. Lane 5 is Titan from Menomonee Falls. Lane 6, Meissner, Burlington. Lane 7, Sworth, Hamilton. And lane 8, Richmond, Germantown.
All right, we're getting ready here. There's a shot. I believe that's Kevin Scroggins. Yep, Kevin Scroggins putting his hands on his head there. He's a sophomore, very good athlete. hard worker, good kid. And we got the girls warming up in the high jump pit. And I want to talk a little bit as when we get down to the 200. This is going to be a pretty quick 200. We got some movers in this one. Best time belongs to Washington Farrington. Washington Farrington will be in lane 4. He's in the Falls. He's a senior. Brad Tekian from Menomonee Falls is a junior. He'll be right next to Farrington. And we got a couple of Hamilton kids. Jake Flegner in lane 2, a junior, and another junior, Mitch Sworth from Sussex Hamilton. He'll be out in lane 7. So we've got Flegner and Sworth from Sussex, Farrington, and Tekian from Menomonee Falls. Here's a shot. The sun has gone behind the clouds. Starting to chill out. We're supposed to get some bad weather tomorrow. Nothing new around here. And anyway, they're in their blocks. Keep an eye on Washington Farrington, one of the fastest runners in state. He'll be in lane 4. He's almost a half a second faster than his closest competition. Gun is up, and they're off. Looks like a clean start. There's Washington Farrington. Somebody was running on the outside just for grins. There's a good shot of Farrington pumping his arm, and we got Brad Tekian from the Falls. Tekian, he's moving along too. Boy, Farrington's got his head down. They're both pumping their arms. Falls is going to take 1-2 in this heat, and it's not going to hurt him in the team standings at all. That's for sure. So once again, and we're not sure what we're going to do here. And just to let you know, in case we cut away. We're going to run the girls 3,200, which I'm going to check the times. The fastest time is 12 minutes, so we might cut away and come back to that just in case you have a momentary delay. You'll understand what's happening.
Getting ready for the girls 3,200. In lane 1, Renflesh from South Milwaukee. Lane 2, Erdman from Germantown. Lane 3 is Brittanian from Germantown. Lane 4 is Roden from Port Washington. And lane 5 is Brown from Port Washington. Lane 6 is Renflash from South Milwaukee. Lane 7, Hare, Menomonee Falls. Lane 8, Young, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 9, Roden, Port Washington. Lane 10, Hagen, Menomonee Falls. Lane 11, Baruki, Burlington. Lane 12, Kaling, Burlington. Lane 13, Stone, Sussex Hamilton.
Also want to mention a couple other sports here real quick. The boys tennis team under Brian Burr is having a fantastic year. They were undefeated as of the weekend in non-conference and just did a terrific job. His squad, it's a young team, and they're doing a terrific job. We talked about the golf team. Bonnie Kowalczyk updated us on softball, and they're currently second in the area. And then let's get to our girls soccer team, who has 12 freshmen and sophomores on the team. They're going to be at home May 19th and May 21st. There's a good chance we're going to televise that girls soccer, but here's what's unusual with the girls soccer. They're ranked 12th in the area. I checked that 10th in the area. They've never been ranked before, at least as far as I can remember, and I'm relatively old. And Scott Stein's squad, he's got a young squad. His seniors are solid seniors. He's got Karissa Tumadaevich, and I think Lakin Kester's a senior, along with, in goal, Caitlin Washburn. But their freshman and sophomore class is fantastic. They don't have a freshman team. They moved them all up on JV this year. And their JV just won the JV invite this weekend. I think they shut out, all 3 games were shutouts. Abby Chachansky and Robin Schneider in goal. And in their defenseman, Alyssa Barzak. But they had a very good weekend. But you get a chance, check out the girls soccer team. They're ranked 10th in the area in the toughest conference in the state. I know Divine Savior is ranked 20th in the nation, and they're in our conference. I think we lost to them 3-1. So they played them tough. Actually, they're at Brookfield East tonight, so we'll see how that works out too. Anyway, there's a shot of, I want to give a shout out to those girls. Here's the shot of the 200. We got Hare and Hagen. Nikki Hare is a senior from the Falls. She's got a best time of 13 minutes, 20 seconds. And then Liz Hagen's a sophomore. She's got a time of 13:45. So she's got a couple more years to run. This is a long race, 2 minutes. I'm going to try to give my voice a little rest here and make some announcements on the standings, and we'll come right back. All right, we're glad we're back here. Moving along. Yes, we're in the middle here of the girls 3,200. That's 2 miles. So it takes quite a while. I'll talk a little bit, I guess. Once again, we're going to go back to the girls' soccer. If you get a chance, you can stop them out. We want to give a shout-out to Coach Scott Stein, who has built probably one of the better programs in the state when you come down to it. You got your Brookfields and Divine Saving Marquette, but Coach Stein boys have been tough the last 2, 3, 4 years, and the girls are on the verge. And I know our little leagues are good, and our baseball teams are good, and the softball teams are good, but Coach Scott Stein has really built that program up from the bottom up, and hopefully we can get a game on TV. We got girls softball on this winter. We got a couple basketball games on, some exciting boys basketball games. But so we got back. We got Nikki Hare here in this race for the Falls, along with Liz Hagan. Liz is a cheerleader, very athletic. And we're down to the last lap now for the leader. I believe I heard the gun lap. Yeah, there's a shot of Liz Hagan coming down the track. Just left your screen. There she is, right at the bottom of your screen. I said Liz Hagan is a cheerleader. And one sister played basketball here. Melissa, very good basketball player. I think she's playing some college ball right now. And a hard worker, one of the hardest working basketball players you'll ever find. And did a good job for Coach Amundsen. And then Emily Hagan also, I believe she played softball for the Indians, was a good third baseman. Okay, they're coming down the back stretch there. I believe that's our leader. They're coming around the corner. They're so spread out. Okay, that's Nikki Hare. Well, we're going to have Nikki Hare coming in. She'll be right in front of the cameras here. She's right in front of our booth, and we're going to catch her. She comes down the stretch there. Well, I jumped over now. Check the bottom of the screen, and Nikki Hare should be coming in our picture right about now. There's Nikki Hare. Coming from a very good family. Her sister played summer basketball and basketball for the Falls. They both played volleyball. It's a tough sport, this 2 mile. That's for sure. It's actually the 3,200. There's Nikki striding real good. At this point, you just want to catch the girl in front of you, and she's got a shot at her right now. She isn't quitting, that's for sure. All right, now we're going to get ready. We're going to have the boys 3,200 next. You know, we're not sure if we're going to follow that all the way through. The Falls does have some very good runners in that, though. And then we're going to be calling last call for our final event, which is the 4x400. All right, we got a couple more runners wrapping up here. We're going to get organized. We'll be right back. First guy's finishing 10, and the last guy finishes in 12 and a half. 10 is your best time, 12 and a half is your worst. All right, you got a shot there at the finish line. Those are some exhausted girls. These are the kinds that sleep really good tonight. And it's tough. It's not only is it a tough race, it's tough to train for it. And I know Lizzie Hagan, I think she's probably going to go out for cheerleading next year. She's probably using this just to keep in shape. But we got to give her a lot of credit. That's Lizzie Hagan from Menomonee Falls.
Results of the girls' shot put. In 8th place, with a throw of 20 feet 6 inches, Dunlap from Sussex Hamilton. Booth in 7th place from South Milwaukee, 30 feet 10 inches. Morrison from Burlington, 31 feet 3.5 inches. Koenig from Grafton, 32 feet 5.5 inches. In 4th place, Roush from Germantown, 32 feet 8 inches. In 3rd place, Bruni, Burlington, 33 feet 2 inches. In 2nd place, Alberti, Germantown, 33 feet 3.5 inches. And this year's girls shot put champion from Germantown with a throw of 36 feet 1.5 inches, Lexi Keefe. Congratulations to Lexi Keefe, this year's girls shot put champion.
You're all starting to look the same.
All right. Lena Simons for the boys 3200 and lane 1, Horgan from Cudahy. Lane 2, Trapp from Germantown. Lane 3, Rafferty, Menomonee Falls. Lane 4, Wire, Menomonee Falls. Lane 5, Bartow, Port Washington. Lane 6, Birschbach, Menomonee Falls. Lane 7, Sandlin, Port Washington. Lane 8, Hindenburg, Port Washington. Lane 9, Low, Brookfield East. Lane 10, Hertzburg, Germantown. Lane 11, Hartman, Germantown. Lane 12, McKee, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 13, Plashinsky, Cudahy. Lane 14, Strome, Burlington. Lane 15, Wiedenfeld, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 16, Kaysen, Sussex Hamilton. Lane 17, Kathradi, McGuanago. And lane 18, Rasmussen, McGuanago.
All right, we checking in here. We've got the boys 3200. This is going to be this is another good race. We got a wide range of times, but local kids have some very good times here. We've got Connor Rafferty from the Falls with a time of 10 minutes and 2 seconds is his best. Tim Trapp from Germantown is 10 minutes and 2 seconds, and Alec Holmgren from Cuddy has the best time is 10 flat. So you got 3 guys within 2 seconds of a 3,200 meter race. So a lot can happen. Then we have a little gap there, but Ryan Birschbach and P.J. Wire from the Falls. P.J. Wire is only a sophomore, and he's got a time of 10 minutes 19. It's his best, and Ryan Birschbach, a junior from the Falls, is at 10:35. Kids from Hamilton, we have Dan McKee, is a freshman. We also have Bobby Wiedenfeld and Zach Kasem, a sophomore and a freshman from Sussex Hamilton. And on your TV, that's the Sussex Hamilton kids there in the red jerseys. And Menomonee Falls is the either the black or the burgundy. They keep switching off. I think the distance guys are going with the blacks today. So got their black jerseys. Once again, it's 8 times around the track. Winning times usually around 10 minutes. And we'll update you shortly on the standings. And we got to move on to something else. We'll be right back. I believe we're back on the air, and we have the gun lap, and we're showing the leader. I think it's coming up here, kid from Germantown. I'm not sure. When they're running 8 laps, you kind of lose track. So just kind of identify them as they come by. Here's, I believe this is Connor Rafferty from the Falls. I think that's Connor Rafferty passing right in front of us here. And you'll see him coming in your screen shortly. Not him, and this should be Connor Rafferty right there from Menomonee Falls. You got several other runners. We got P.J. Wire and Ryan Birschbach are passing right in front of the backstretch here. And they're running. Boy, they're both looking strong. They're going to get some good times, the two of them. Now, there's our leader. That's probably Tim Trapp from Germantown. The Cudahy runner is in purple over there. That's Tim Trapp. That's our finisher. Now, Connor Rafferty, if he can to the right, will... there's Connor Rafferty finishing right about now. He should pop in the screen behind the tent. Now there's Connor Rafferty. He's right on the corner of the screen, just turned around and bent over. He had a very good race. I believe he finished 3rd. And we're getting Ryan Birschbach put on a burst at the end. There he is with his headband. And followed by P.J. Wire. There's 2 Falls boys. And we've got a few more finishing up here. We're going to be down to our last event. It's always a kind of a glamour event. It's the 4x400, and that'll be coming up shortly. Also said if you want to catch, you're catching this at home on TV 14 or on the internet, we want to thank Cable Access for coming out again tonight. And I know sometimes we might be thanking them too much, but they do just a terrific job, and you can't thank them enough. So camera crew James Davies and Gordon Kirchhoff, and then Harry Stetzel out in the truck.
We have these results of the girls' triple jump. In 8th place, Keown from Burlington, 30 feet 2.5 inches. In 7th place, Sorman from Germantown, 31 feet 1 inch. In 6th place, Jackson Cudahy, 31 feet 2 inches. In 5th place, Hedman Burlington, 31 feet 3 3/4 inches. In 4th place, Shiley Menomonee Falls, 31 feet 4 inches. In 3rd place, Dustach Hamilton, 32 feet 5.5 inches. In 2nd place, Fuchs Menomonee Falls, 33 feet 5 inches. And this year's girls triple jump champion from South Milwaukee, Carissa Myers, with a jump of 35 feet 1 inch. Congratulations to Carissa Myers, this year's girls triple jump champion. All right, we have lane assignments for the girls 4x400. In lane 1 is Sussex Hamilton. Check that. The girls 4x400. In lane 1 is Burlington. In lane 2 is Sussex Hamilton. In lane 3 is Grafton. Lane 4 is South Milwaukee. Lane 5, Menomonee Falls. Lane 6, Port Washington. Lane 7, Germantown. And lane 8 is Cudahy.
Once again, we've been on the air here for quite a while. I hope everyone has enjoyed this. It's a first track meet I think we've televised in a number of years. And I'm sure you'll recognize people in the stands and neighbors and kids around town. Also want to mention, I think the Scholarship Foundation is selling gradgrams. And what it is you can send personal messages to your graduating seniors. I'm not sure. I know one of the travel agencies has them, but I'm sure if you call the high school and you ask where you can purchase gradgrams, make sure you know when the due date is and get those in. But they put them in packets for the graduating seniors, and they used to hand them out at rehearsal time. And I know I picked up a few in the past, and the kids appreciate it. So that's another. It's a fundraiser, but it's something that turns out nice for some folks. So looks like they've started the high jump. I just saw freshman Alex Poole. Clear height. If we can get a shot down at the high jump pit when next time she's up, maybe we can catch her jumping. She's walking right near the goalpost, and we're scanning over there, and oh, there she just sat down. Now we got Kelly Coyer from the Falls is going to jump right now. I believe that's Kelly. Kelly also ran in the hurdles today. You can see her warming up there off to the right of your screen, and here she comes. Here's her approach. Here's Kelly Coyer from Menomonee Falls, and she cleared it. I don't know if you can zoom in on Kelly, but Kelly also works here at Century in the evenings. A lot of these kids, we like to say they're AAA students, athletics, academics, and the arts. But not only being good students, they're holding down part-time jobs and going out for sports. Hard-working kids around here. So Kelly cleared her height, and Alex Poole cleared her height for the Falls. And I think we probably have Becca Fuchs left. Becca Fuchs is on the volleyball team. And when her turns up, we'll scan over to her also. As they're lining up for the 4x400, just kind of let you know what that is. Each runner is going to run one lap. It's going to come out to 1,600. It used to be the mile relay, but it's 4x400, and each runner will run one lap. I believe they stay in their lane for the first quarter lap, and then they'll move in. And then they'll line up on their handoffs as they come around. They'll adjust them. That's what your starters are for. So getting ready for that. It's actually our first delay of the day, but you do have 4 runners you got to line up. Well, we hear the whistle, so we'll be getting started here shortly. We don't have the list of runners. We'll try to identify them as they come around. We want to take a look at the times. Burlington has the best time in this event with 4 minutes and 9 seconds, followed by Hamilton at 4:10. And Menomonee Falls is 4 minutes and 25 seconds. Not their best event, but That's where they are right now. So. All right, we have the whistle. We're getting ready for the 4x400 girls. Bob Reimer, once again, is our starter. Bob Reimer, longtime cross-country coach and track coach here in the Falls. And if anybody's a Hall of Famer, Bob, she is in the Falls Hall of Fame, I believe. It's Bob Reimer. Just a terrific coach and individual. And here we go. The way they're staggered, it looks like they're going to stay in their lane for the first lap. So maybe first lap and a half. Okay, let's see who's running here for the Falls. I'm not sure who that is. We don't have a roster of their names, but I don't know the Hamilton or the Falls. But I want to keep an eye on lane 1 and 2, Burlington and Sussex Hamilton. So they're heading around the back stretch now. They're out near the flagpole. A little block from your view, and now they're going to be coming in. And I imagine that's Burlington in the lead. Earlier in the day, they had the 400-meter champion, so it wouldn't surprise me. Menomonee Falls is hanging right in it. Oh, it's Falls is moving up. Whoever the girl is, I don't know if it's Katie Smalley or not, but she's moving up. So 3 more laps to go. Here's our first handoff. Falls got a clean handoff. Boy, who's ever in the lead is stretching this out. Once again, it's one time around. See if we can get an eye on this girl. Well, this girl is working hard coming down here. For the Falls, I recognize, for Sussex, that's Kelsey Sullivan, I believe it is. Or I saw she plays basketball for them. So Sussex Hamilton is in third. I take that back. I think Sussex is in second. They've really caught up on that girl. Sullivan from Sussex Hamilton is eating ground up like you can't believe it. She just blew by her. Sullivan looks like she's running the 200, and the other girl's running a 400. I think the other girl started a little too fast, but it's a long way to go. Got Kelsey Sullivan down the backstretch. She'll be the first one handing off. There's her handoff. And Menomonee Falls is slowed up here a little bit, but it's a long way to go yet. Lots can happen. Sussex has got the lead. It's kind of unfortunate we don't have the list of all the kids, as we could let you know who's who here, but they're bunched up. But Sussex Hamilton is definitely in the lead. It's funny though, the first 200 can change from the next 200. And we got Alex Verley from the Falls. I just recognized her coming by. This is Alex's third event, I think, today. And Alex, another hard worker. She was a cheerleader. I think she still is. And I know she works at the new custard stand here in Menomonee Falls. They just opened up. So she's in there. So Sussex has got past. I think South Milwaukee now is in the lead. And we'll be heading to the gun lap now. And getting ready for the exchange. And here's the exchange for the leaders. Once again, I believe that's South Milwaukee. We'll get the binoculars on them here when they come around and let you know. Well, did the best we could to read it, but the print was so small we couldn't read it. But I got a feeling this girl in second place can really stride, so it's an excellent race. Sussex Hamilton currently in fourth, but their fourth place runner is gaining on the third place runner. And they're moving along. And they're heading around the back stretch. Let's see, Sussex. Sussex moved into third, and I got a feeling she's going to get fourth. Sussex Hamilton is moving up. They got some powerful runners here. Your anchor runners in this event are tough runners. She's closing the gap. About 50 yards to go, 50 meters. And she's not going to catch her. Once again, they disappear into Tent City. And that wraps up the girls 400. Or check that, girls 4x400. Got a couple of runners left on the track, and then we're going to move over to the boys. So we are down. This is the final event of today. And then we'll give you a wrap-up before we sign off. And we might even video record a little bit more after that. It is getting dark here, though, I at least on the track. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to announce the lane assignments for the 400, and then get right back to you.
Results of the girls 3200. In 8th place, Renflesh from South Milwaukee, 13:08.88. In 7th place, Hare from Menomonee Falls, 13 minutes and 6,400 seconds. In 6th place, Brown from Port Washington, 12:58.87. In 5th place, Roden from Port Washington, 12:57.68. In 4th place, Julia Roden from Port, 12:54.49. That was Jenny Roden in 5th. In 3rd place, Bittian from Germantown, 12:21.56. In 2nd place, Erdman from Germantown, 12:08.64. And this year's 3,200 meter champion, freshman South Milwaukee, Leah Renflesh, with a time of 12:03.84. Congratulations, freshman Leah Renflesh. She lost on fewer misses to Janice from Sussex Hamilton, also 18:07 1/4. In 6th place, Bobby Nelson, Menomonee Falls, 18:08.5 inches. In 5th place, Kleinschmidt, McGuanago, 18 feet 9.5 inches. In 4th place, Lurich, South Milwaukee, 20 feet even. In 3rd place, Holcomb, Germantown, 20 feet 1 inch. In 2nd place, Troy Nielsen, Menomonee Falls, 20 feet 7.5 inches. And in 1st place, this year's boys long jump champion, Matt Waduli of Menomonee Falls, 22 feet 4 3/4 inches. Congratulations, Matt Waduli, this year's boys long jump champion. Also, results of the girls 4x400. Port Washington did not qualify. In 7th place, Cudahy, 4:49.78. In 3rd place, Germantown, 4:31.72. In 5th place, Menomonee Falls, 4:25 9/10. In 4th place, Grafton, 4:16.43. In 3rd place, Sussex Hamilton, 4:14 1/10. In 2nd place, Burlington, 4:13.15. And this year's girls 4x400 meter relay champions from South Milwaukee with a time of 4 minutes 11 and 4800 seconds. Congratulations, South Milwaukee, this year's girls 4x400 meter champion. Lane assignments for the boys 4x400. In lane 1, Port Washington. In lane 2, Menomonee Falls. In lane 3, Germantown. In lane 4, Grafton. Lane 5, South Milwaukee. Lane 6, Sussex Hamilton. And lane 7, McGuanago.
All right, folks, we're getting ready here for the boys 4x400, the second heat. This is going to be a very good heat. Menomonee Falls has a good team, always finishes first or second in their invitationals, and Germantown is also tough. Lane 1 is Port Washington, has a season best of 3:27, which is identical to Menomonee Falls. And then in 3rd place is Germantown with a time of 3:29. So here you got, once again, 3 teams separated by 2 seconds, and this ought to be a heck of a race. Once again, Port Washington is in the green as we get into the fading. We'd like to give you unofficial results at this time, but they have pole vault and high jump still going on. Now, I understand that after a while they're going to scroll along the screen and we'll give you the final results. So just keep an eye on the bottom of the screen and you'll know who won this meet. Menomonee Falls boys are comfortably ahead and the girls are knocking on the door. Anyway, that's the gun. And here we come around in the dark. I don't think Port Washington has a team entered in here. I take that back. There they are. So Menomonee Falls is in lane 2, and Port is in lane 1, probably by the flip of the coin, and Hamilton is out in lane 6. Now they'll stay in their lanes for the first lap, and then they'll be coming around. You can see them there down by the flagpole. And boy, a lot of, a kid from Germantown is smoking them here. That's a kid in the goal. Menomonee Falls is moving up into second, and Port Washington is right on his heels. And actually, I think they still got to stay in their lane, so Port technically is in the lead. Let me see if they're still in their lanes. No, they broke. They broke in. No, they're still in the lane, so Port is in the lead, followed by the Falls, followed by Germantown, which is their seedings. Get it coming down the stretch here. Coming right in front of our cable access channel. We got Port Washington, Germantown, Menomonee Falls. Just to the left of your screen is Menomonee Falls. There he is. He popped into your picture. All right. They're halfway, three-quarters way through their laps. And Port's still in the lead, followed by Germantown, followed by the Falls. Once again, we've got 2 runners left to go, so anything can happen. Everybody's got their big guns usually at the end, although some teams will stock a faster runner up front to get them off to a good start. So Port, Germantown, Falls, in that order. Germantown runner appears to be catching up on the Port runner. A little hard to tell from this angle. Oh, this Germantown runner's got some strides on him. The big runner just past the Port. We got Stuart Van Horn from Menomonee Falls. He'll be coming in your picture shortly. All right, there are those two. And there's Stuart Van Horn at the bottom of your screen. We got Germantown, Port Washington, and then Stuart Van Horn from Menomonee Falls. Stuart Van Horn is a soccer player, playing on the regional champion soccer team. Also played basketball a couple years here for the Falls. Germantown was the 3rd seed coming in. This would definitely be an upset if Germantown wins this. Oh, Germantown missed a handoff. Germantown missed a handoff. Port Washington's in the lead. Boy, that was bad. He probably got disqualified. Something happened there. Okay, here's the Falls. It's Port Washington and Menomonee Falls. I think it's Tyler Troken, who won the 400 before. If he won the 400, he's our best runner. We'll see what happens. There he goes. He's following the kid from Port Washington. Okay, we just see he's gaining ground. Tyler Troken, Brad, I think that's Tyler Troken is gaining ground. Boy, if he can scan back on the camera, he's closing the gap. But he's not going to catch him. There he goes. Port Washington is the leader, followed by Germantown. Germantown's bad exchange. And I think Sussex Hamilton is going to wind up in 3rd place. I got a few more runners left here. We got about another 100 yards. In this meet, the running events will be officially over. And he comes up. We still got some high jumpers out there in the fading darkness. But anyway, we want to thank everyone for tuning in on the broadcast. We hope you enjoyed it. We want to thank our broadcast crew. Once again, Gordon Kirchhoff, James Davies down on the floor, and Harry Stetzel out front. Some of this footage, you're seeing some slow motion footage of today. And we want to thank all the athletes, all the coaches for the time and effort they put in. We hope that they had a great day, and all our volunteers. And once again, this is a special town. This is a special event. You live other places, you don't get to see things like this. We hope the kids appreciate it. We want to wish everyone else best of luck the rest of the year. That goes out to our second ranked in the area softball team. Our boys golf team was ranked 10th in the area. Boys tennis team undefeated locally, and especially I don't want to miss our girls soccer team. Girls soccer team loaded with freshmen and sophomores, excellent coaching, and they're ranked in the top 10 in the area too. Goes back to all the coaches, hard work. Dave Petroff, our athletic director, and once again the Booster Club Campaign Committee led by Tom Hartman, who got this track, got the funding for the track, and of course the Bradley Corporation. Once again, funds are still being solicited. We need your help, but we hope everyone enjoyed this broadcast. Tune in to your schedule on fallscableaccess.com and check and see when the softball games are, if we televise the soccer game and all the other events that they have out there. So once again, signing off, this is Jerry Missling On behalf of Harry Stetzel, Gordon Kirchhoff, and James Davies, everyone have a good night and good luck to everyone the rest of the year.